What's up, everybody? It's a Sunday, so it's time for Gamers with Coffee's little Sunday gamer hangout. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. It's been a fairly good week, man. And today at the coffee shop, we went over some of the rules. At least Clint did with Warhammer, and everybody's kind of checking out their new codexes. We got a few more gamers too who are coming on to that. So it's been a good Sunday, you guys. It really has. Hold on a second. Let me turn on the chat part of this here. Of course. And where the heck did it go? Yeah, man, there it is. So I forgot to click that. But anyways, good Sunday, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. I know sometimes things can get a bit squirrely. A little squirrely. Hi. Yeah, that's my pet squirrel because I'm a little insane. He doesn't cost much to keep. He really doesn't. He's cheap. Unlike the data card pack for my Space Marines that I picked up was $25. I don't know why a deck of cards is $25, but it's $25 and just to get some stratagems because Clint says we're going to use them, Clint, so we better. All right. Hello, Dave. How are you? I don't know if Clint will be here. He might. Whoa. Hello, Katie. And you could say hi to Mr. Friendly. Okay, I'll stop with that, I guess. I don't know. Big dog. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, we'll go with that sure for now. Mr. Squirrely, the big dog. How's that? It contradicts itself, squirrel, dog. But, you know. So anyways, got some cards for that. I'm getting geared up. Going to have to drag my son Joshua and my soon-to-be daughter-in-law Katie back to the game room next Sunday maybe before they have their baby. And because that's going to be not too far away anytime, which is a good thing because, I mean, I think the kid might be slightly spoiled, like a little tiny bit, but just a little bit. So, but someone's got to teach her the game, right, Katie? Someone has to, so we will. I did look into that, getting the onesies done on the Gamers with Coffee merchandise line, but they don't have any onesies. They have baby shirts, little things like that. Otherwise, I think a Gamer Girl onesie would be really cool. They just don't have it available to use. But we have a new coffee mug up there, so you can look at that. Yes, we're adding gamers. Correct, D. That would be correct. One at a time. Another female gamer. That'll be good. They start as babies. Yeah, they do. Then we raise them and we sprinkle love and lots of sugar and some more love and lots of sugar, and then they grow. Kind of like corn or whatever it is we grow in the state. I think it's corn. I think so. I got a couple of these builds Keegan was doing, and we will show those off, and that way we can get them grown up. I don't know what happened with Clint. I know Keegan's out working. He's busy doing DoorDash, dashing around, delivering food, probably sampling people's French fries just to make sure they're delivered hot, because that's what a good driver does, is make sure the customer is taken care of, at least possibly. So I did stop by Mr. Clint and got some data cards. Woot, woot. So we shall see if they are worth it. Since we don't get to play a whole lot as it is, but we need to start playing some more Warhammer and space other games in there too, like the Flames of War and so on. Because Flames of War would be cool along with Team Yankee. I like that kind of stuff. Now I'm not waiting on Clint for that. I'm actually waiting on Keith to build his army and finish his stuff up. Otherwise, should be good to go on that. And print wise, this is one of the first little buildings was the coffee shop. A couple people asked it during the week. So if you watch this again, and a lot of times our show gets watched on Facebook, sometimes more than YouTube here. So this is the little shop. It's kind of weird. It ran out of filament, and when he started to filament, it literally was at the right direction. Now the gray you see there is that Tamiya putty. I had to fill in the seams and then sand it down. But this will just get washed up and primered all gray. But because it's got the billboard, that's where it's going to be the coffee shop. This, I'm not sure. This looks like some sort of warehouse. You got the main doors, side receiving doors, back receiving doors, and these are going to be, for Team Yankees because you got modern stuff. And there's not too much on this one. There's a little cleanup that has to be done, probably hard to see. Kind of nitpicky on this one. The other one had a lot. I think it depends on how they design these and how it comes out. Then, of course, there's this one that looks like a famous restaurant we all know, right? I don't know if that rings any bells, but it's just a generic print with no labeling. On this one, though, the roof comes off, so you can put your troops in it for cover, so you can use your cover, especially with Team Yankee. This would be good. I put the troops in there on bases, and actually they're just the right height where you can see their rifles. They can fire out the windows, so this will work ideally well for holding troops, and you can see it can hold several of them, especially the small ones. They can hold two big groups, and you're going to hold the smaller base units in there too. So that's the 3D printing. This will get washed, and then I'll primer it gray. Everything gets primered gray because it's a plastic gray for plastics, and that way you can paint whatever you want on it then. But this one's going to need some work. See, look at this. If you can see this ridge, see how it looks chewed out, maybe a little bit. It looks kind of chewed out. And some of these are pretty rough. A lot of jagged stuff. This one's going to need a lot of filling on the corners, smoothing out, reshaping, and a lot of jagged stuff removed. So even though you can't necessarily see it on the screen, although the print itself, it's funny, the backside come out perfect, right? But it will for sure work. All right, so there's some of the 3D printing we got done for this week. And that works pretty good. Those will start getting enough to get down like a city street. And that way when we game, we have a city's worth of material to use in the game, which would be a good deal, a good thing. Let's see here. I'm going to check YouTube there and see, make sure it's going through okay for you then, D. Looks like it's going through. Today is one of them days. Yeah. Just looks like you're there, D, for right now. All right. So D has Sisters of Battle that she's working on, and some of her pictures of her things are in the Gaming with Coffee group on Facebook. You can take a look at some of her miniatures she put up there not too long ago and see if you like those. And she did a little bit of basing there, I noticed, which is good. It should hold up though, D. You don't have to always primer it. The reason I primer like this print, the 3D printed stuff, is the spray will help fill in some of the fine stuff. And it also kind of penetrates and adheres so that if you paint something on it, that residue, it just helps everything stick. Otherwise, you're okay. You don't necessarily have to have to do that. It's just a preference that I will do with miniatures. So it's just preference on how you want to base them and how you want to paint them. Aha! Clint says he's here. Chat only. Okay, Clint, that's cool. I know you had a rough day today. You got pretty tired explaining all the rules at the coffee shop there, and then gloating over how your Tau is going to crush Keegan's Necrons. That's okay. So somebody has to gloat a little bit, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so then chat away, Clint, if you have anything to say. But otherwise, man, it's been a fairly decent week. The weather's starting to warm up a bit. Game-wise, we do need to finish off, though, Clint, since you're listening. We need to finish off that third Forbidden game. We need to get that out of the way because that way the series is completed, like we told everybody. And then for March, we're going to try and come up with a quick schedule, see what we can get going with March. I know on the 7th, I'll be a bit busy because if my daughter-in-law's baby is not here, then it will be, because that's the date the new little gamer is going to be brought into this beautiful world. And so for sure that day is a Monday, I believe. So we will see you guys. I will keep you posted on that too and let you know. But all is good that way. Game-wise, not too bad. Miniature-wise, got kind of caught up. I haven't had a chance yet to do the unboxing on the Aliens Badass Edition. So I'll show you the box real quick in case you didn't see it last time. But I'll unbox this. Gonna try and do that tonight. Do a short unbox for this that I can upload to some of the platforms we're on. And then the Alien Queen, this model that goes with the game. It's just one model, so that'll be a simple unbox too. But I will get that out because it goes with the Another Glorious Day in the Core. And I know we got a lot of Warhammer fans, and we got a lot of people who are doing the wargaming. But I'll tell you what, the Aliens game is pretty damn good, man, and it's aggressive. So if you want a game that's a little aggressive, that's aggressive. You better work it out or you die in that game. So that's fun. It's a nice change of pace. Holy cow! It's Mythos. Hello, Mythos. Beautiful people. Do you got the right channel, sir? Oh wait, I have the filter on. Okay, yeah. You probably think I'm beautiful, but not really, Mythos. It's the coffee, dude. It's the coffee that keeps it going. Well, I'm glad you could swing by, Mythos. Looky, you missed a few minutes ago, see? Data cards. Now I'm becoming No, I'm not becoming professional. I just bought some data cards, so I'm a long way from professional, sir. I'm still working on trying to get that Dreadnought. But today I was like, well, I need the stratagems, and this has litanies of battle in there, individual cards and crap. I'm like, I guess I better get it because Clint's got one, Keegan's got one, Dee's got one for her sister. So, yeah. Now I have a box. I just have to use them. So they're still in the plastic wrap because I just got it. I just got it about an hour before doing this. So I swung by the game shop and grabbed those and hurried home. So that way I have them. So yes, should be nice. And then our 3D prints, if you watch the beginning of it, we got some Team Yankee type environment, terrain, buildings, modern 80s type stuff. So that should work pretty good for us because we do need that. We have World War II stuff. We're not lacking on World War II anything. So it's all good. It's all good. What was I going to say? Yeah, so that was it. But today's a Sunday, man. So if you guys want to talk about what you're doing, let me know. I've kind of just been busy. I still have to unbox my second edition on the Star Wars because I have all Star Wars 1 and I bought the upgrades, but a while back I bought the starter set, the version 2 with the the Force cards added. I've got to actually do that too. The problem is changing jobs and doing some work here around the house is taking up some time, and so a bunch of little things getting in the way of gaming. And I don't understand that because I specifically put a request into the universe to have a week off of pay. Now, I have not heard back yet, but I got a job, so it's okay. I don't mind. Work is work, and it's a better job, so there we go. Things work out good. Getting a little excited about the trip later and a couple more places we plan on going. I'm telling you, Mythos, been seriously thinking about going out there to Texas just on a weekend because it's actually plausible for me to do that here not too long since some of this other stuff is getting lined up. So, and I know you said you have you have a doghouse outside I could use. You told me you would pressure wash it before I got there so I didn't have to pay for a hotel. So if you could do that, that'd be cool. Maybe throw a blanket down in there or something and tell the dog who I am, and we should be okay. It'd be all right. And yeah, you watch. I'm going to try and pull that one off. So, anybody out there, Mythos, I know you do a lot of stuff, and I know Dee's been doing her Sisters of Battle stuff, her miniatures, so which are looking good on the website there. And Clint has been doing his Tau. And Mythos, he's actually bought more Tau, he told us today. So apparently, Clint's looking for like an Armageddon type battle. I don't have the troops for that, but he's going to have a table full of Tau, quite a bit. And we're just waiting for that mini Warmutt guy to. Oh, hey, hi, mini Warmutt. How you doing, sir? I guess you're here. So, did you get your stuff done that you were going to do earlier, Mr. Mini Warmutt? You've been into quite a few things, which is good. And hello, who took my dice? How are you? Nice to see you here. Very nice, sir. Hopefully you're having a good day. So Sundays we generally game at the coffee shop like we did earlier, and then we live stream whatever it is we're gaming, and it could be anything. Or sometimes we're just going to do a people special. Maybe I'll just set the camera up and face it facing the street, and we'll just live stream people walking back and forth and the weird things they do on the outside, because it's the windows are all full windows. Maybe we could do that. You have more to prime, mini Warmutt. What are you priming now, sir? I have stuff to prime, but it's 3D stuff. It's 3D printed stuff. So I got to clean it up and prime. But you're always working on something, man, which is cool. I kind of envy you because you got it going on there, sir. And there's very little left miniature-wise I got to do other than the alien stuff here that you might have missed. I got the badass set and then the alien queen that's got to get put together and done. But putting her together is not too much. It's a tall figure for 28 millimeter, but there's not a whole lot really to have to do to it. I think like 8 or 10 pieces is not a whole lot. Let's see, what's mini Warmutt working on? Undead Mega Army set and the Halflings. And that's from, and you said more Kings of War. Man, it used to be keep up with the Joneses. It's keep up with the mini Warmutts, because I can't keep up with you, sir. But that's cool. You got quite a bit going on there. We still have to set up a game, though, that you were talking about, because we could sure live stream it with this equipment that we use and the service that's paid for. So it's just sitting here being paid for. We could sure use it. Clint says he has internet issues. Uh-huh. Internet issues. Okay. It's okay, Clint. Internet issues happen. It does. There are some people like Mythos who never have technical difficulties at all, ever. Which I need to know how that happens, because occasionally I have a technical difficulty. And D says, so is that one of their strategies, D? I don't know what all strategies that the Sisters of Battle have, because I don't have them. But I know a couple of things you talked about today are pretty devastating, really. If that's a strategy, then employ it. Mythos. Aha. So Mythos D, he says that's a great strategy. You'd have to explain it, but all right, let's see here. I'm sorry. Who took my dice? You getting your Aldari done? All right. Do you know what? Going through a backlog is a good thing. People are always, this is my pile of shame. I don't like that word shame. It's like an addiction, yes. I get that. That's why we have this group. This is our group therapy for plastic addicts. And I am not a licensed therapist who took my dice. So don't really listen to anything I have to say. But this is the only gaming group that I can run. So it is what it is, and that's okay. But having a backlog is good because it gives you something to strive for to do. Although in this hobby, like we've discussed, so you have stuff to do and you're frustrated and you're trying to figure out how to do it. And you don't got enough paints. So you go to the hobby store. And what do? You buy another box set, but you got your paints. So now, did it make you feel better? Yes, it did. But now you have more to do. And it's like a vicious, addicting cycle. But it's all right. Get done whatever you can get done. And Mini Wormut says, Mythos is a technical difficulty. That's not fair, Mini Wormut. Not really. Occasionally they have technical difficulties, but everybody does. I've had them too on this. Although this software is pretty good. It other than once in a while when they update it, it's like you have to pretty much refresh what your stuff was, or the last update they did. It completely reconfigured how I set my screen and how I set stuff. Well, I didn't know that. I was turn it on 5 minutes before I'm going to do the live stream, and then it's like, what the? It's changed. So yeah, it just depends. I will go with this, Mythos. I agree. We've discussed it before. It's not a pile of shame. You are in a good group. None of us feel that way. But it is a pile of opportunities. And then there's that, if you accidentally break something and then you break another thing, there's something called kit bashing I've heard of. I guess just make your own shit up and go from there. But a pile of opportunities, it sounds a lot better. A lot better. But you can slog through them there, sir, because I've got stuff I've got to do too. So now my concentration for this week is, go through these stratagem cards and try to figure out something for when we game next. But more importantly, I want to get the alien pieces for that game, those models unboxed and then done, because there's not a whole lot to them as far as building. My goal for the week is to get those done. The game, because on the Badass Edition expansion, there's actually there's more rules, different kinds of rules, and some cards that are different. So it makes it a little harder to do. So that's the one good thing with that game. Plus, as far as the Aliens game goes, there's more else too. There's actually there's a box of the 3D printed items like you've seen in the movie, like the computer terminals and all sorts of items. So let's see. Let me go back to the comments here. Mythos, you said you've done some Final Fantasy 14 streaming on your gaming Twitch channel today. I bet that was fun, man. I mean, the Final Fantasy games, you either like them or you don't, right? And they're pretty good. So video gaming is fun also. We don't just do miniatures like we talk about. Just that's kind of where we're at for most of the time. But mini warm up opportunities for the wife to sell off when you die. Yeah, she doesn't watch the show, does she? Give her some ideas, why don't you? But as long as she doesn't sell them at a yard sale for $1 a box and go, I don't know what this crap is, just take it. Because there'd be some gamer going, oh man, mom, this lady doesn't know what she's selling. Buy it, And yeah, opportunities for sure. And who took my dice? Mostly high elf bits. There you go. So if you can reuse the pieces that you got and make something else and it still fits in, why not? Yes, the friends are on a merry-go-round sometimes. And Mini Warmutt's comment of the day is we. There you go. We as in fun or we as the group, Mini Warmutt. Could be both. We as the group are fun. Why did Clint text me to stop making puns? What's a pun, Clint? I don't know what a pun is. Let me consult with my consultant. Hold on a second. What do you think? I think it's okay. I think the squirrel says it's okay to be punny. So we're gonna do that because he says it's okay. Granted, he's a bit nuts, but that's the way it is. You just keep on that. Living the dream, Mini Wormut. So one day I hope to have as many games as you. Hey now, there's a difference between a puppet and a friend, isn't there? There is. He agrees. What do you think about Mini Wormut? Is he being bad? He is. Mini Wormut, shame on you, sir. Shame on you. He's going to go back. Sometimes, he's checking to see if you're there, Mini Wormut. Be careful what you say. Sometimes we get a bit squirrely around here. Okay, I'll stop. A doll. No, sir. No. It's not a doll. I'm not playing with a doll. No. And he's not a puppet either. Damn it. He's a stuffed furry little friend. Okay? But he's not a doll. Oh, Lord. What am I going to do with him, Mythos? He gets me sometimes, Mini Wormut. You know what? Yeah. I don't know, Mini Wormut. Isn't that a different topic like on those adult channels? Clint, we're not talking about Zelda, sir. I have no links to send you. No? You mean a link for the show? Okay, let me get right on that. Hold on a second. Wait, Mr. Squirrel, you want to do something? He does, Clint. Hold on. He's going to try to send you a link. He's oops, damn it. Now he's all over the keyboard. Oh, man. Mini Wormut, my squirrel. He's not desk trained. Damn it. All right. We will have to figure that out. And let's see, Clint. I'm going to send you. No, I'm not going down in flames. I'm just, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mini Wormut. You mean going down in flames like this? Like flames? Okay. Sometimes lose a screw on the screen. I lost a couple of them, sir. They're around somewhere. If I can't find them, I'll go back to the dollar store. Hold on. To give Clint his link, I have to email it to him. So now, because he's special like that. Jeez. Goes to Clint. And link. So hold on there, Clint. I will get you your link, sir. Okay. So Clint, there you go. I sent it to you in your email. Mini Warmutt. Okay, he's going to be back in a minute. He says he's priming secretly. I'm betting Mythos that he likes the smell of that spray paint. I'm betting. Because I just wonder why, but we'll see. We shall see. However, you got to have some fun, right? I'd say that every show. The reason is it's a universal law. You can't get any more time, can't go to the store and buy a gallon of milk and an extra month of life, right? So you got to have fun with the time you got. You don't got no extra. And that's what this group is about. A little bit of fun. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about gaming-wise. But then again, it'll delve off into games based on movies, games, video games. It doesn't really matter. Mayday. Mini Warmutt has a mind of his own there, Mythos. So any day, Clint, I sent you a link, sir, in your email. And I even found the stamps this time for those emails. That's what was holding me up the last time. I couldn't quite find where to get them at. So call me crazy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right, Mr. Squirrel? Right. He's exactly okay with it. Scanning the audience. Clint's there. Hi, little guy. All right. He knows Clint's a meat eater, so. Oh, wait a minute. So am I. Oh, well. The squirrel's safe so far. Uh-huh. What's up? What's up, Clint?
Nothing. We'll see how long the internet stays.
God, this makes our faces too big. Hold on. There we go.
Of course, well, you should leave it big because you'll notice I'm not at home.
Yeah, I know.
I'm outside in the air. And what am I?
You ventured outside?
What do I have with me? Evie at the park. But I also have this. And it's about to go over that.
Is that snow and dirt?
Yeah, that's snow. And I'm about to drive over it with that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And you're getting fresh air, too.
So hopefully I can set the phone in my pocket and you'll be able to see. Oh, yeah, I'm getting fresh air. So I'm going to set you in my pocket here. And hopefully the internet doesn't cut out again.
For your head, so,
and hopefully.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see the screen,
all right.
So.
Who took my dice? Thank you for showing up, man. Have fun with the kids. And hello back.
Yeah, the internet's going to cut in and out, of course.
Our show, it'll delve a little bit. It's games, gamer movies, food sometimes. And, of course, this gentleman playing with his little toy car we call RCs. Because we have our own RC page, too. RC Annex, right? By Gamers with Coffee. So if you want to go check out the RC stuff we do, you can do that, too.
Yeah, I wish I'd put the mount on the phone.
Oh, Mythos is... Who took my dice? Is his name Steve? If so, then that's cool. Thank you, Steve. And Landstedt, you're welcome to the show there. Glad you showed up. We do got people that just come by, say hi. And Clint, it looks like you have to be careful in that outdoor stuff, sir. It's not.
I know, too much air. It's not good for me.
No,
I might not want to go back inside.
Well, when the temperature.
That's okay. I can only go until the battery dies.
Yeah, didn't you buy the extra long batteries, right? Probably quite a bit.
No, this is actually Evie's battery. Oh, that was cool.
Oh, Steve will be back. Very good. That's cool. The more the merrier. But you know what? When you got kids, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yep, you got to take your toys out and play with them. I mean, spend time outdoors with the children.
Yeah, that's what you're doing with your daughter right now, spending time
No,
outdoor. This
well,
is
I
for
don't even
her,
know. She's over there in the park somewhere. She's fine. There's playground equipment. She's good.
right?
I
Well,
found a snowdrift, so I'm good.
you found a snowdrift.
What, Evie? I know. I put them there. I'm leaving it for the elementary school tomorrow when they look and go, "What made those tracks?"
All right, Lashnet, you are a 3D printing miniatures wargamer. Stay right there. Watch the screen for a second. So here's a little 15 millimeter building that we printed for our group. This is one. It's just a little generic, because we do Flames of War and we do, actually, this is for Team Yankee. I'm sorry. It's not World War II stuff. So this little building came out pretty good on a Creality Ender 3D Pro. And then there's this other bigger one that we're going to use as the coffee shop because it's Gamers of Coffee. So when I'm done, I'm going to put the logo here. I'm going to print it out on the computer. So we'll have a Gamers of Coffee. Oops, we lost Clint. This one, interestingly, ran out of the filament at just the right time. So the top, actually, the roof was actually like dead on white as opposed to the gray filament. So, and then there's this one. I think you might know what this stands for, what it looks like, sir. But it's got a lot of rough stuff to be done. But I like this one because it opens, and your base troops can go in here, and then they got cover fire. So the 15 millimeter guys for Team Yankee that we have based, when you put them in, the rifles will point right out the window. So you got cover there. And so what we're doing is trying to get enough to do like a little town, a little city, but modernized because we have a bunch of World War II terrain. We've printed it. And I don't know if you can see, but see right there, see those castles on the side? Well, those were 3D printed too. That's for Elder Scrolls, a call to arms that Modiphius makes. And so it's more around the medieval kind of time. So yeah, we're glad you stopped by then because 3D miniatures is, we like doing the terrain part for them. So yeah. And there you go, Mythos. They know you. Right on. So yeah, anytime you want to swing by or show off prints or you want to get on, then I'll send you a link because I pay for the service and I could have like 5-6 people on at a time. So you can always get on like Clint did, but I think he just lost connection because he was out there. I'm gonna downsize this. He was outside playing with his toys. So also you 3D print miniatures, and I'm sure you do terrain too. So Clint's actually looking at 3D printing parts for the RC cars. So why not? People 3D print the parts for their printers. So a Macy's, and what did you say, Keegan? A Burger Bell. Okay, it's a generic franchise. That's all I can say. But it doesn't matter. It's not nothing that's anything other than I'm not quite sure how Team Yankee. Is that how they label theirs in the book that you can buy, Keegan? I don't know. And Minnie Warmut, he said he was stepping out to smell paint. I mean, prime things, sir, to prime them. But yeah. And you're saying it's a cross between a Taco Bell and a Burger King. So it's like a hybrid restaurant, huh? But can you really have it your way then? If it's not completely one over the other? As long as it's got cover for the troops, it doesn't matter, right? So yeah. So the more we do some of this stuff, the better, on the 3D printing end opens up. For me, I'm not somebody that necessarily wants to print the miniatures themselves because I'll just go buy the miniatures, although they are more expensive that way. And what'd you say, D? Arches or portals? Yeah, they've been referred to that on other things. Okay, so Minnie Warmut's back from his painting priming session. You think it's the Hut, and you're right. You know what? It does look like that. It could be that also. It could be one of two things. It could be, a Pizza Hut, or it could be, the Mickey D's thing. It could be. Could be. It's just a generic knockoff of a generic restaurant. Although, it depends on what you want, Mini Wormut. Potatoes have a high, naturally occurring source of nicotine, right? So that's why they're addictive, people. So people like French fries. Yes, I did not make that up. You can look it up for yourself. It's actually correct. But pizza is also very good. And pizza is king, Keegan says in his book. Yes, pizza is better than fries, but it probably is. It probably is that, Mini Wormut. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's a building that provides something to put on the table with the other ones. And Mythos, if you're there, and the other guy does the printing. So this is look at this. It's a little baby. And it opens down. Whoops, wait a minute. That hung up, I guess. Hey, Keegan, it's hung up. I got to take that out and redo it. This, anyways, folds down, and then it's a dice tower. But it's a two-sided dice tower. I don't know why this is not going down now. I don't know. I will most definitely have to look into that later. It's stuck. I don't want to break it, so I'll leave it alone and let it be. But yeah. No, actually, I didn't glue it, Keegan. It's sticking in there, like the oval piece. It's rounded and it's binding up. So I think it'd be better just to take it off and then trim it around. Because when I glued it, I had sat for hours down before I moved it up. So zap-a-gap, it doesn't take but a few minutes to dry. So that's what it looks like there, sir. But that's okay. I can just pop it apart later. And fend it too much, it's stuck. I mean, but the dice tower itself is cool. It worked pretty well earlier, and it's portable and it folds up. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see what's up with it. And okay, so Lanston, you're printing all the critters for Frostgrave. We are familiar with Frostgrave. We've done one game of it so far. So Frostgrave is pretty good. And yeah, if you're printing the critters for it, why not? Now, terrain-wise, we just used pretty much whatever terrain we had for that particular game. And yeah. Let's see here. Just catch up on that. What is it? What is this? Mini Wormut. What is a butt buy? Is that a place you visit that we probably shouldn't talk about? I'm kind of scared to ask, but we'll go off that. Maybe you meant that other store that says best in it. Possibly. So I don't know, man. But other than that, if you can print, Mini Wormut's getting frustrated. You should have just came on, Mini Wormut. You could have clarified it. But I don't blame you. I know when you're sitting in a jacuzzi in your garage and you don't want to knock your camera and stuff into the water. I get it. It's better. Oh, Stargrave. I'm sorry, my bad. You're playing Frostgrave, you said. I'm sorry, I thought you meant Stargrave. Yep, you're right. I looked at that wrong. So we did play Stargrave, not Frostgrave, Clint was saying, as he politely corrected me here. But no, hell, print whatever you can that's legal to print is all I can say. As far as the actual miniatures for some of the games, I'm kind of just somebody that'll buy the appropriate box set. I guess I could do it on other things, but like for Warhammer, for some reason, I can't. I like if I'm going to buy a Space Marine, I'm going to buy a Space Marine. I can't, make a duplicate. So you are printing Hollow Ruins. Okay. Well, I'd like to see the pictures of what you got done when you're done printing, sir. I think that would be kind of cool. To me, as everybody else has heard 1,000 times, like terrain to me adds something to the table. You can game any of these games with nothing, just a table, and that's fine too. But maps and terrain, to me anyways, really just makes the game just more engaging. For me, I like it. It's like the frosting on the cake. I'll still eat the cake, but I'd rather have the frosting with it too. So yeah, Mythos thinks that's nice. Yep. Good job, man. I mean, and Mythos, that's one thing. You don't do 3D printing, do you? Because you got all this other stuff you're doing, and I'm like not one to talk, man. I got tons of other crap. So, it is what it is. But 3D printing, I put Keegan in charge of it. So first, he got tangled up in the printer, and we had to set him free. We're not sure how it happened, but there were just print lines everywhere, and he was somehow strapped to the printer. So we're not even going to go into that. But now that he's freed up, we got him to read the book. So he's okay now. You have not started that journey. It's a kind of an addiction. And I told Keegan when he took the printer, I said, listen, when you set something, you print it, and it says 2 days, 3 days, because some of these prints, like those castles, they weren't done in a couple of hours. Then human nature is you want to run. How much is done? How much is done? How much is done? For me, I had it sitting in my bedroom, so at night I went to sleep, and all you'd hear is, in a printed, but pretty good too. Here, hold on a second. Let's see. Move this table out of the way. Oh, you're okay, doggy. It's just me. Yeah, I'm a little lazy. So here you go, Lance Schmidt. Let me show you this. So for the Elder Scrolls, the Call to Arms, this is one of the castle prints. Of course, it's been primed, right? This is just one. See, it even did the detail on the inside. Yeah, you're not going to see it that well, but you can see through the door there. It printed the inside quite well. And then the top of the castle. Now, this is cut out. There's a couple castles. Some are like this, and then this roof is solid. The others have a cutout because it printed stairways in there. So your character would be allowed to go from the bottom to the top, be on the roof, to aim down and such. No, I'm not going to show my other camera, Keegan, because the desk is cluttered full of crap. So, but this, you'll have to just do it this. But I mean, look, when you primer it, now all I got to do is go over and back brush over that, and it's just going to look like stone. So I think it works pretty good. Now, these files were from Modiphius themselves off their website. So everything was set correctly. And then in Cura, when you set it for your printer, it's gonna make the file correct when it slices it. So it worked out pretty good that way, because it was like, I think my son at the time paid $40 for the files, which sounds like a lot, but if you were to buy all the stuff it printed, and there's a drawer full of stairs and steps and outside walls, and it probably would have cost you $200, you know, so it does save money that way. If you'd like to be on the chat, Lanchman, you can. I just send you a link. As long as you have a camera, however you have a camera, if it's on a laptop or it doesn't do so well through the phone. Some phones is good with, like Clint's did okay, and sometimes it doesn't. But I'll tell you what, I'll put the link on here. I'll put it in the group or in the chat. You can just click it and you can join whenever. It'll just add another screen and I'll put my headset on so I can hear you. But other than that, otherwise, the reason I don't play it through speakers is I don't want back feeding into my mic when I talk to you guys. And this mic I've had for, you know, some time. So it's a good mic and I like it. So I use it. But yeah, you can jump in whenever you want to, or anytime or any Sunday, unless we specifically have somebody per se that's going to be on. Then it's basically an open chat, so our format's a little different. It's for gamers coming by and just wanting to chit chat with each other, so we can do several people at a time. And it gets, sometimes we've had as many as 5 people on at the same time. And sometimes 2 and 3. If you look back at the other videos, it's usually 2 or 3. But you can most definitely stop in whenever you want, okay? And show off your stuff, man. That's cool. There's a lot of interest in 3D printing for the miniature world. And I think, like I said, for me, terrain-wise, it'd be great. Now, what I would like to have, and maybe one day I will save up for, is like a Glowforge, if you know what that is. So like a laser cutting machine. So, but it doesn't just laser cut, it etches and does all this other stuff. So that's when you want to get into like selling your items. But you could cut out an entire city out of MDF, and people are like, it's a love-hate thing, kind of like the Tau, right? You either love them or hate them, but they're popular. Here, hold on a second. I will pull you in just a second. Aha.
Hello.
Hello, there you are. I can hear you. Nice.
Yeah.
I like what I see there, sir.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you? I'm glad you hopped on. That's what we do here. Ask Mythos. We're just a bit crazy, and we might drink a little too much coffee, but, you know, gaming is gaming. So,
All right.
nice. So from what I see, that's all medieval type stuff, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, those are warrior mugs.
And so you printed those, or you?
Yeah.
Wow. And you got that kind of detail. Do you have like a resin printer, or do you have a PLA filament printer?
I have both.
Yeah, both. I was going to say the resin printers to me look like they would do fantastic on the miniatures themselves. And then the filament ones I would use on the buildings. Holy crap, man. You got some detail on those. Nice. Yeah, and Keegan is saying those are nice. And let me answer Mythos real quick. What do you mean too much coffee? You don't understand. I don't understand either, Mythos. I requested Amazon start carrying portable IV bags for gamers so we can straight line the coffee to the vein, and they hung up on me. But it doesn't stop me from trying, sir. Wow, man. You got everybody looking at that. Now that, right there, you're right there. That's nice. So what resin printer do you have? What's the brand name?
Elegoo.
An Elegoo. Okay.
The Mars.
The Mars? Okay, now I couldn't remember the other part, but the Mars is what Clint has too. Clint has, I believe the same one. It's a smaller one, not the big one, but it prints. He does all sorts of resin stuff, and the detail on the samples that it printed was nuts, crazy. Frost and Fists are saying those are great. They look great. D says, thank you for sharing, sir. I thank you for sharing. They do look very good, and that's no lie, man. That's some detail for print miniatures. Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Now, I have just recently made some Frostgrave Ghost Archipelago terrain. Let me see if I can bring this up.
So you're not just doing the miniatures themselves; you also do the terrain too. Because we were
Yeah.
looking at wanting to do. We do a lot of World War II gaming. Now the historical gaming I was looking at, kind of getting into a little bit, but I'm not sure if everybody else in our groups they do all sorts of gaming, but you also have like D&D and Pathfinder, and so we got kind of an assortment of gamers, and the historical ones I've been looking at doing.
Okay,
What the
so
heck? There we go. Wow, you printed that terrain right there?
yeah, not the trees, but the
No,
ruins.
but the ruins, yeah. Now,
That's
where did
for
you get
Ghost
the
Archipelago.
so? But did you buy those STL files, or did you create these? Did you like make them in Blender, or how did you do those?
I bought them from Printable Scenery.
Holy crap!
It's their New Eden line.
Printable scenery. Is it like printablescenery.com? I'm gonna write that down.
Uh huh.
Pay attention, Clint. Printablescenery.com. And you said the Eden line? As
It's
an
New Eden is what it's called.
Oh, okay, like Garden of Eden. Eden, gotcha. Eden line. Okay.
And I did the ruins. They've got all sorts of other stuff like very Lizardman type terrain.
Wow. Okay, so Clint has the Saturn. I'm sorry, he doesn't have the Mars. He has the Saturn. I apologize. And I agree with you, Mythos. Mythos says land you have. That's a great table. I mean, I like those runes. They could be used in a bunch of different games there. I see
Oh yeah.
potential for that. Hell.
I'm also going to use them for Blood and Plunder.
Now, Blood and Plunder, when it came out, I was interested in it. It didn't seem like it caught on a lot at first. It was a little expensive, but I missed the Kickstarter. I was wanting to do the Kickstarter, and I should have, because they had a ton of stuff for the money. But yeah.
Well,
Nice.
it's not as expensive if you print it all up.
No, and that's what we're doing is for the miniature people themselves. Like if I'm going to play Warhammer, I'll just buy the box set of my Space Marines. But the terrain, you especially in that universe, you could use all sorts of terrain. But this terrain here is usable on almost anything for any exploration type of game. That's pretty fantastic, man. That's pretty nice.
Thanks.
Well, Mythos says it's a great table. I agree. Keegan used the big word. He said "damn" in capital letters, so he's impressed. Okay. And pardon me, we have a little bit of sarcasm here. We like that.
Yeah.
But so that's what we do here, man. Get on whenever you want on Sundays. Share whatever you want. Talk about what you want. This is fantastic stuff, man. I'll have to take a look because Clint's printer should be able to do this. Clint, I see you're in the chat still, so I don't know what happened to your connection, but your printer, your Saturn, should be able to do this.
Well, this is filament stuff that I printed. Those are all filament prints.
But what's your filament printer then?
That is an Ender 3.
That's what we have. Okay. All right, Keegan, you're listening. Look at what this man has done with the machine I gave you. Because I don't have time to do the prints.
A bit of tweaks to it, though, because the stock version has a tendency of getting blockages.
Well,
so,
I don't know what tweaks you did. The plate is actually starting to warp a bit. So Keegan was looking at that, and wherever he went on their forums, it was basically, I guess Creality has a glass plate that will last about 2 years or so. So going to order one of those and switch it over to a glass plate. But anytime you heat anything up and cool it off and heat it up and cool it off, it's just going to contract and expand. It's going to warp at some point. So we'll see if that makes a difference. But yeah, if you did that with filament, and I don't know what tweaks you did, but that's some pretty nice detail, man.
I switched out the hot end, and it's an all metal hot end that I use.
You mean the original one's not all metal? I guess I didn't pay attention when we printed those castles. I didn't. Do you know we printed a ton of those castles, and we haven't had any like blockages or spaghetti problems. But then the bed started getting off and it wouldn't stick. So now re-leveling the bed to get the print to adhere has just become
Yeah. I did a bunch of printing, and the first month or so it was okay, but after a while it just gave me a lot of blockages that I had to clear out. So
it's an all metal nozzle. Did you get it from the company, or was it like an aftermarket nozzle?
So it's aftermarket. Got it from Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. Well, Keegan can hear this, so we'll probably have to do that, because some things, like I've been taking a little bit of that Tamiya putty that comes in a tube that you use to repair models with, and you can add it to, like, every once in a while there's a seam where there shouldn't be a seam, or it just didn't fill in right. You can fill it in with that stuff, sand it down, and when you paint it, you know, you'll never see it. But if you don't have to do that as much, that would be immensely helpful. But wow, that's impressive, man.
Yeah. So I do Lizardmen too for various games, like the Age of Magic and Saga.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you play Saga.
Nope. There's so many games out there, man, that's why we did this Gamers with Coffee thing, because we play games, others haven't, and vice versa. So we kind of all just learn from each other. But yeah, that's pretty nice, man. But yeah, we're just like you. We want to print our terrain mostly. The miniatures, I mean, getting into the historical end or something like that, I could see printing the miniatures. I didn't want to try printing the miniatures with the filament printer, because I just don't think you're going to get the same quality you would like you got out of your Mars. You're not going to get that out of that filament. Not the detail on the miniatures, I don't think. But
it depends on what you print.
Yeah, probably true.
Off of my filament, I printed up about 50 BattleTech mechs.
Oh, did you? Well, we got BattleTech. I could replace some of these cardboard cutout pieces that came with the game, because you only get the 2 mechs. Clint Scott, good grief, he got that Kickstarter kit, him and D, and they have a ton of BattleTech stuff. But yeah, I can see where you can print like generic mechs or something and make your own game up. I'm not against that either, man. It's gaming. Got to have fun.
Some dude on miniature, what is it? Minifactory.com has made the STL designs for like about 80 different mechs.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm trying to think. Okay. In our Discord group, there's a gentleman that's doing, do you know what Dust is? Dust Tactics? Okay, so the models are big, so his is scaled down to miniatures. And so he's got all sorts of those that he's refined and done, and they're actually pretty amazing, pretty nice. So yeah, see, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do. But man, yeah, Those runes would be great. They could be used for almost any game. I'll have to go check it out, the printable scenery, because we just need some more stuff. Right now we're doing, well, it's Warhammer and we're doing Team Yankee, and we have some World War II train, but for sure, I'm one of those people that I don't have enough terrain, man. You know, so it's all good. But I am damn impressed with your miniature figures too. Those look really well. I think they came out very good. Yeah, I'm glad you got on and showed us, man. So I said you got several people in here just going, yeah. And the more affordable this stuff gets, you know, the more people are gonna do it, and the easier they make it, the more people are gonna do it. So, you know, the files you got from Printable Scenery, you didn't have to modify them; just pretty much buy them, download them, print them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys will have to check that out then.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hagglethorn Hollow is what I'm printing now. I don't have photos of that stuff because it's in process.
Yeah, you don't want to stop your prints. Don't mess with that. But the ones you've got right there in front of your laptop, those are nice. Nice detail.
Oh yeah, these are. What? I can't pronounce the name of the company. Let me see if I can look up there. See.
Most definitely.
Because I'm a patron of this company, so let's see. Let me see if I can copy their name and put in a chat.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I can pronounce that. Here, I'll put it up, though. Is that Kai Shunenko Miniatures?
I think so, but I've never heard it pronounced, so I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to butcher it. You know, I'm respectful. I don't want to butcher the name, but that's how it looks like it be pronounced. Hello, Clint.
Howdy. Hopefully the internet.
Oh, he said, hopefully the internet. And I think he was going to say work, and then it froze. Damn, technology likes to beat you up at the last second. Huh.
Long enough for me to actually have a conversation.
It keeps hanging up there, Clint.
Yeah, I know. I'm outside and the phone and the internet sucks. So there's nothing I can do there. That's what I was afraid of.
I know. If we have to, you know, with all this technology, it shouldn't be that way, you'd think. But
Yeah, you
so
wouldn't think, but
well, you were seeing the miniatures the gentleman's putting up here, right? Those are some pretty cool.
yeah, I know they're
prints.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. See, Land, now you've got.
Yeah, I'll have to
you've
check
got
out the site and stuff.
fans. Yep.
I need to get more terrain printed is what I need to do. I need to move the printer upstairs next to the computer so that I can just print while I'm working and let it do its thing.
You mean while you're working from home, you could do miniatures and be paid too?
Yeah.
Oh.
You mean,
Shh,
yeah.
quiet. Don't say anything.
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay.
No, I'm not. At this point, I don't care anymore, Greg. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
going to say it. So it doesn't
Poor Clint. It's,
matter. It's like I'm painting cow. In a sense, well, trying to paint tower. That's not going.
yeah, you're freezing up there, Clint.
Come on, Edie. Yeah, there's not. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to drop it off because I can't keep the internet connected. As soon as I move, it's just gonna drop.
Okay, I'll catch up with you later then, Clint. But check out that company. Yep. Well, thank you, Land, for showing us that. That's pretty neat. Do Do you do any like any other gaming as far as like do you do wargaming in like modern age or any of that or armor or
Well, yeah, these are warrior monks. I do samurai wargaming.
no I know that I'm sorry I meant like World War II wargaming or things like that because I was going to ask you a couple questions. I guess I could go to that site and see um, what they have because if they're
Yeah, I've got a
reasonable
bunch of
enough.
bolt action stuff.
Now, see, Bolt Action's one I haven't tried yet. Modeling for Advantage, a group in the UK, they do some of that. They're pretty good at that. I don't have any of those miniatures.
And
There's
then
so many.
sorry,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
I got Flames of War stuff, but it's gathered dust for the past 5 or 6 years.
Oof, I know how that goes sometimes. I have Flames of War starter set, late war German, and for World War II. And Keegan has the American version, so I'm just basically waiting on him to finish putting his models together, and so we
Uh-huh.
can game. Otherwise, yeah, I can't really fight myself, too well. I at least need another army, and I don't want to go buy another army just to solo game it on it. But yeah, those are nice, man.
Well, if you're into solo gaming, I mean, and you have the Stargrave stuff, why not look into 5 parsecs from home?
Well, we have a little bit, but not much. Mini Warmutt brought that up. Um, I guess my problem would be I have several games I'm trying to do now, and I don't have the time for another game, which kind of is upsetting because I would like to. It's not that I don't want to do other games too. It's that I'm trying to finish up the miniatures I have, finish out the sets I have, and get some games in for them. Like earlier before you got on there, I play that another Glorious Day in the Core Aliens game also with the miniatures. So like I've got 2 boxes that have come in the last 2 weeks from back order stuff that I kind of need to put those together. I need to finish up a few things with the Warhammer stuff and so on. So I'm trying to just finish up what I have and then go from there. My next thing I would like to do is historical gaming. So like yours there, samurais, that would be cool. You just need to find a set of rules. What set of rules do you use for them?
I'm still searching around, but my next set of rules I'm going to try for this is a game called Pikeman's Lament.
Pikeman's Lament.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's based off of the Lion Rampant rules.
Well, you just gotta see what works for what miniatures you got, and
Uh-huh.
that to me is fun too, man. You can print them out and then you can create your own games. That's very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. The Samurai Terrain I get from uh, 3D Alien Worlds, and those folks, the one fellow that was on here saying he was doing Tau, they've got an extensive amount of Tau terrain on their website.
Really, and what was it called again?
3D Alien Worlds,
3D Alien. Okay.
and they have the best samurai terrain. But of course, they're I'm not into Tau, so I didn't really buy any
Well,
of the Tau stuff. But
well, I'll let Clint know. He just he switched over armies. He used to always play predominantly the orcs, but he's when they redid some of these rules, they just kind of became less than what he wanted. So he's doing the Tau stuff, and so terrain wise, it's always fun if you're going to do any kind of miniature stuff. We just like buying a terrain. It just makes the table pop. Like when you showed that earlier, it's just fantastic. I mean, it makes the table just more enjoyable. You want to game more, so I'm sure he'll look at it for that. Yes, Mini Warmutt likes the Fistful of Lead rules, and a guy named Tyler that I haven't seen for a while, but he's a good guy too. he likes the Pulp Alley core rules, and he sent me a copy of that. I sent him some stuff, and he sent me a copy of these. So I think it's just a matter of find a rule system that works for you, and then go for it and have some fun.
I've been doing Western stuff recently too. Over the past year or two, been playing a game called Dracula's America, which is a Wild West shoot 'em up with vampires and werewolves and stuff.
Oh, damn. See, Mini Warmutt, he had a pretty nice table there, a pretty nice Western town. He does a lot of good builds. And I was watching that. So to me, that would be fun too, Western. Something, I mean, I liked the game. So really, I haven't run across a game that I, quote, hated. Some of the rules they're daunting to get newcomers in, and some are easy. And then the veterans are like, oh, this is too easy. I don't want to do it. So I like to try to find something that's easy when I'm introducing people into tabletop gaming. I don't want to, try to throw them into something that's over their heads. So things like Wings of Glory, a game I like to tout, just because the gameplay and the miniatures are already done. The gameplay is simple. It can be advanced. There's different areas to advance it, but you can get people into tabletop gaming. And once you get down the rules, it's easier to understand another set of rules, So, and I'm trying to think that there was a box set that I can't remember the name, man. Anyways, it was all like Samurai Warriors, and they all came on spruce. They're already done. The black and white box set was red lettering. My wife's brother bought it about 2 years ago, and she built all the miniatures for him.
Test of Honor?
Yeah, I think so. It was tons of sprues when you open the box. And then one of the kids came by, one of the family members or something. One of the kids got a hold of it. It took a whole bunch of the pieces, and then he just kind of gave up. And I'm like, you have all these cool samurai figures that took a while to put together, and yours are neat too, but there's a whole box full of them, and then they're just sitting somewhere. They're never getting played with. And I'm like, that sucks. So the samurai stuff is popular. I've talked to people doing different kinds of it, but if you can make your own, and they're cheap too for you to make, ain't they? Yeah, they're dirt cheap. Because I don't know about yours, Clint Saturn, it'll tell you the cost per miniature to make. It literally tells you how much that piece cost on the screen. And you'd be shocked to go, this cost me 20 cents to make. So yeah.
Yeah, my resin printer is printing up zombies right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Zombies are another popular one too. Like I think his Mini Warmutt does Zombicide. He just painted a couple of those. He does quite a few videos on that too. You got to check his channel on that one if you haven't. He's got pretty good stuff. But
I'm subscribed to his channel.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good because he said he'd quit watching me if I didn't pimp out his channel for him, and
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. Me and Mini Warmutt go back and forth all the time. Ever since when I first
have to
met
say
him.
the same thing. I mean, you're gonna have to subscribe to my channel too.
I will. So you hold on a second there. I will open up my other tab here. All right, man. I'm at YouTube. What's and I'm on a different screen, so can you spell out your name for me to look for?
Well, all right. Let me go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me do that.
Oh, hey, if you do that, that'd be cool too.
Let me bring this up. Wait for it to load.
Oh, well, hello, Brian. Brian says a fistful of nothing. No, Brian. How are you from Weird World War II? I think Brian you would like what Land is doing here, because you like all sorts of interesting gaming too. Are we playing something? No. Land is showing off his 3D printed miniatures, sir. So no, we're not playing anything. But Mini Warmutt's supposed to get a hold of me so we can work out doing a game on this service. And Mini Warmutt's, yeah.
So I put the channel on the chat.
Oh, did you throw it in the chat there? Okay. I'm waiting for it to show up, sir. Poor Mini Wormut. He's getting frustrated. And you shouldn't be frustrated, sir. You have a heated massage chair that you sit in. Turn on the massage thing and relax. Relax. Brian says he thinks that Karashenko's miniatures, if I pronounce it correctly, he says he thinks are 15 millimeter size.
No, they're 28 millimeter scale.
Oh, they're 28 millimeter.
They're right here. Yeah. But I mean, if you slice it, you can make it smaller if you want, I guess.
You know what? I don't know enough about how to do that. I just buy the files or I download them. I mean, you can slice them in, but I don't know all the little things. Yes, we're going to be there. And so is Brian. Brian and Mel will be at that March to Victory. All right, Brian, you're confusing everybody, sir, from Weird World War II. Not the other Brian, Mini Warmutt. Brian 1 and Brian 2. I don't see your link, Land.
Oh, I put it in there. It's not showing as a link though. That YouTube.
You're in the Frost and Fist chat then? Are you in that group by chance?
On the what chat?
No, now there's Clint. Well, I'll subscribe to you. I want to find you, sir. So
here, I'm home, so I should have pretty consistent internet.
Oh, okay. So Mythos says only mods can post links. So that's why it's not showing up. I didn't think about it because I'm so used to throwing a link in there and it shows up.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's not showing up.
Yeah, that's why it's not showing up. Like all right. I'll just try to find you over here on YouTube.
I didn't put it up on the Facebook page or something.
Yeah, because I'll subscribe. I just got to find you. I'll add you.
Let me see.
Brian says you can get in line, Mini Warmutt. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd want to be in line behind Brian.
So I'm sharing my channel.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's
I'm not sure if that's good to do it that way. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. That way people can see it. And then they can subscribe. Hold on. Oops, pull your name back down, Land, will you? Can you go up? There you go. I was typing it in on another screen here. Ah, I found you. There you go. You just got a new subscriber.
All right.
Yeah, I turned the notifications on. Yeah.
Yeah. Neat. That works much better.
That works better that way.
So I'm rarely free on Sundays. I'm usually DMing a Pathfinder game.
Well,
Nice.
Pathfinder is fun. There you go. All right, Brian, here you go, sir. Sending you a link. And you know what, Land, I mean, you don't have to hang out with us. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. the reason I started this service so we could just sit and hang out and game, or talk games or whatever, and unless we specifically have something
Yep.
lined up per se, then anybody can just join in. So
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we have a theme base, but for the most part, yeah, it's pretty open.
there you go, Brian. I sent you a link, so Brian's going to jump on here from Weird World War II.
Sweet.
Yeah. This is how we do it, Len. We just hang out, and
All right.
sometimes we get goofy. Sometimes I bring the squirrel on. Sometimes I've had too much coffee, but
I've watched your
Never.
show, but
Never.
this is the first time I've seen it live. So
yeah, we're just goofballs, man. I mean, life is too short to be too serious all the time. Like,
yeah,
you got to be serious at certain moments, but so
You're supposed to be at work
there's
when you're
one.
serious, but
What's up, folks?
What's
Hello.
up? We are for
oh
sure.
God, it's Brian.
What's up, brother? How's that towel coming, man? You don't want to
Oh,
chew it. You'll
Don.
scare him off.
Yeah, he's gonna scare everybody off. Those things are able to shoot from a distance, man. So
Oh yeah,
Keegan will have to. Yeah, he'll have to change his tactics, and we will be there, Brian and Mel. And I got you guys
You
something.
better.
Yeah.
We need to get Mini Warmut's ass up there. Those are his boys, the Fistful of Lead guys, the Wayland Game guys, or
Yeah,
not
Whaley
Wayland
Games.
Game. Is it Wayland
Wiley?
Game?
Thought that's what you said it was the last time,
Right.
right?
The Wiley
Wiley Games.
Wiley Games. It's so
Wayland.
funny.
Wayland's out of the aliens. Never mind.
Yeah, Wayland Utani, that's the aliens guys. Yeah, it was funny because they had a video, they had a live chat, and the season. What is it like? Fucking, is it turkey season or something? There, you can't come.
Huh? Where? Here?
Oh no, Mini Warmut's saying it's out of season for him to go.
Oh, he goes. The show's going down now that you showed up, Brian.
No, it's like later, everybody's bailing. So, Landsnet. What's your gaming, man? What are you doing? This is like 1500s?
28 millimeter warrior monks.
Ah, like Asian, like warrior monk.
Like samurai stuff.
Very cool. What year? What are you shooting year wise?
Well, 2022.
Oh, giving shit, and I just met him. Woo! Welcome to the clan, dude.
Yeah, he belongs here now. Huh?
So yeah, actually, this is kind of like it could be almost any century of samurai period. So
Baby, we're on the internet. Stop cussing so much.
with the exception of the Black Cotter guys. So that's
Gotcha.
definitely 1500s or later. You know,
Like
with
Bushido, or not the damn it, that's their whatever.
The
their
guns?
teachings.
yeah, that's
Oh, they
definitely
got guns, so that's like gunpowder. Okay,
yeah.
very cool.
But a lot of these guys are armed like this, and they can be used in any period. Yeah. So
I think the prints came out good, especially looking at them close. They're
Yeah, that company that you're talking about, I just ran into their what is it, the Kamosaki or whatever. I can't say that shit.
I
Coyote.
can't say either, but I'm a Patreon. Of
Yeah.
them, and been pretty freaking stoked with what they've been producing. So
so many
Man.
more.
Okay, so let's all be real here. Landscaping in Arizona, you know what that is? You just need a bulldozer and a bunch of rocks.
Actually,
It's not like there's landscaping in Arizona. Come on now.
no, I don't know what you do out there, Mini Warm Up, because I used to live in Victorville, California, and landscaping there was using bender board. We'd grade people's lawns,
Oh, please.
use bender board, and then use decorative rocks. So we would make like rockscapes in the yard.
Oh, you're going to play
And
something?
that would be the yard because they didn't have any sprinklers because it's the
Yeah.
desert.
I mean, I'm sure water's expensive out there, so you don't want a yard that you don't want St. Augustine in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, I got gravel in my front yard, and then I've got fake grass on my backyard for my dogs to run around on.
Some AstroTurf, huh?
Yeah, because that's Arizona. Mini Warbuck, he lives about 50 miles north of me.
Mini war butt. You got that right, brother.
All right, that's done.
No, but it was funny. The guys who are holding the convention, they did like kind of a live chat this week, and they were talking about their show, right? And someone dropped Gamers with Coffee, and they like, oh yeah, this weird Woolworth fucking losers from Arkansas are coming. I don't even know their name. I'm like, what the? Thanks for the support, dude. And then someone like, okay, so they're having a live chat and they're talking about the con, right?
This was just other people.
It was the Wiley Games guys, the guys who are
Oh.
hosting the con.
Oh, okay.
And someone in the chat dropped Gamers with Coffee. So I'm like, right on. And then they were going through the people who were being there, and it's all their buddies and stuff or whatever. And then they name like, oh yeah, this weird World War II losers from Arizona or Arkansas or some shit. They don't even know where we're from.
Oh my God.
It was like great.
They do not need me to cut them. They better not.
Man, I'm
they
telling
better
you.
not.
Mel's gonna get him, huh? Yeah.
I hope I show up and there's a table there. Jeez.
Hey, Brian and Mel,
Yes.
I got you something ordered that I'll bring out there for you.
What is it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. That's not a surprise then.
Sweet.
No, it's not nothing perverted, Brian, for God's sakes. Oh, man.
What was that for?
Don't look depressed. No, it's okay. You
Trust
shall
me, you
see.
don't want perverted from Greg.
Oh,
He
I
probably
can-
bought you a
What the-
onesie. You know those baby onesies in your size? That'd be awesome.
I don't know if they make onesies in fat bastard size.
No, my soon-to-be daughter-in-law wants a Gamers with Coffee onesie, but the Teespring doesn't have onesies. 'Cause she's due March 7th, so
Oh wow.
yeah, they're
Is
gonna do
this
something.
Keegan's kid?
Huh?
Is this Keegan's kid?
No, the government said Keegan's not allowed to birth any more children. So
He's been
yeah,
sterilized.
yeah. They said anybody that hides in the corner on war games, they're not going to allow him to reproduce. So he's done.
Maybe dances like that or instantly.
Yeah, he's done. No, so she's all Greg. Can you make a onesie? And I was like, I looked around and they have baby things, but they don't have onesies. Otherwise,
Just-
that would be cool.
Remind me, I'll shoot you a link where someone will make you a onesie, dude.
That would just be cool. I mean, she wanted the one that says "Gamer Girl," and then
Yeah,
have
they're gonna
Gamers
make-
with Coffee.
You a onesie, Greg.
No, not me. I don't need a onesie.
Oh yeah, Mel was
No.
cool.
No, I just
That's
That's the
everything.
plan in motion.
I will probably spoil the baby a little tiny bit,
Hell
bit.
yeah. You end up buying her like a whole like Chaos Marine army. She'll grow into it. Trust me.
Yes. I'm buying it now before Games Workshop raises their prices, right?
Oh my god.
Actually, I just maybe go to Land and say, hey man, we need some things printed. Look at the detail he's
Yeah.
got. His miniatures are pretty nice. He's
I'm telling you.
pretty phenomenal.
Well, one of my sponsors, make sure I don't screw up the name. I think it's TLK. Hold on a second.
You're a horrible host.
What the hell?
Sponsor. You don't
Awesome
even
sponsor.
know your sponsor name.
You're okay, man.
Rude.
You are from Arkansas.
I
See
am.
what I gotta live with, man. Man, I'm KLT Studio. They got some awesome stuff there, guys. And a 25% discount if you use our discount code.
I
Anyway,
seen you
but it's
posted
all
that.
STLs land, so you can like go crazy.
All right. I got so many SDLs, it's ridiculous. When you start printing, you just go nuts.
Man, just think how much money you're saving, though, bro. Good
He's
Lord.
right. You do. You go, ooh, look, there's this, and in an hour you realize you downloaded 50 files, You're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, maybe I can't really print all these, but
Also, failed prints make great gaming terrain.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Well, oh, okay. So Mini Warmut's got that answered for you. We're going to go back a little in the conversation. He says
I
Jay
see that
Wiley
bow
said
chaps and all
he
sorts
said Wiley said it was you from Arkansas,
yeah.
and something about lingerie and getting buttless chaps for Brian. What?
I already got one of those.
And I already got
Yeah.
lingerie.
We're set on both of those. It's all good.
So,
Yeah, just don't wear them on a live stream like the one day.
Oh my
You
god.
never know when you move around a bit there, huh?
I know that's why, I gotta keep my underoos hidden. My Captain
Yeah.
America underoos.
Yeah, 'cause
Captain
you
America.
Christmas on their show. Remember that?
Something for the ladies.
No, it
Brian's
wasn't.
all, it
for
wasn't my
anybody.
underwear. I'm like, it was gray. Everybody's seen it. Oh, damn.
Like, I'm wrapping presents. Well, you need to wrap your
There's
butt in
nothing.
some shorts.
God, go play your games. Nag at the internet. Good Lord. She is. She's so we just got back from some gaming. We played a Mansions of Madness. Have you guys seen that?
yeah.
It's great, man.
I sacrificed myself for everybody.
Yeah, Mel took out the star spawn that saved us all by my coaching.
No, you didn't coach me. You went insane.
Bullshit! I was the only one that didn't go insane.
We all went insane.
I think we all get insane sometimes.
It's a fun game, though. If you guys ever get a chance to play it, check it
It's
out.
amazing.
Mansions of Madness.
It's it's like an app game. It's cool. And
Yeah, it's like a miniature board game, and it's also you work on an app.
Yeah.
It changes all the time. It's really cool. It's really fun. The minis are
I think
awesome, man.
isn't it kind of similar to Betrayal on House on the Hill?
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
I love that one. You seen that? Not to get kitty, but you seen the Scooby Doo version?
Yeah, I've seen. I haven't played. I almost
need to
bought
get
that
that.
last summer.
you need
Yeah,
to buy.
I need to get that.
You want it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let
Buy
me
for.
give some plasma.
Oh Jesus.
What? Oh, go to
Why don't you
go
do
sell
that?
plasma to get
I got to give some plasma so I can buy you a game. Shit, what else you want?
It's my blood. I'm not addicted. I sell plasma for games. I don't have a plastic addiction or a gaming addiction.
So, Clint, you going to come to the con?
No, probably not.
Oh, that sucks.
Anything over a 10-minute drive for Clint's out of the question.
No, it's not the case.
You can just.
We lost an employee at work, and it's made it hard for the rest of us to get time off, Greg.
Is that somebody you know that left for another job?
Be nice.
I am.
No,
Go away.
you're not.
Oh,
So-
damn.
So it's my fault, Clint, because I no longer work with Clint.
But he's
Yep,
there in
that's-
spirit, Clint. He's there in spirit.
No, I'm not.
He's really not.
Don't lie to him, Brian. It's all
He
good.
is there to rub in the fact that he's not dealing with the BS. Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
can
just
count on that for sure.
my new job is far less stressful. Far less stressful.
For sure.
There's things to do, obviously, but the stress factor is way down.
That's good.
Much more of a relaxed type of work, and I'm left alone to do my job.
Yeah.
Oh,
His own gaming area.
I do. No, not sleep. There's not enough time to sleep, but it's not.
No, he's got his own gaming area.
I know. I saw his little workstation. Pretty nice.
The little workstation. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I told you. I'm just left alone with a dice tower to see if I work for that day. It is fair.
You're like, am I going to
give
evict
the
this guy
company-
or not? Let's see
I
what
give
guy.
I do. I give the company a fair chance every day, Brian. If I'm going to work, we roll for it.
It's like
There's no deceit that way. I either win and go home, or they win and I work.
It's like a D4, but you have like a minus. You got a -3 modifier to
Yeah.
each roll.
I don't allow them any modifiers. We just go 50-50.
Heck yeah. That's funny. That's good though. I'm glad that you got something better.
Well, that in that regards is better, and it's close. Like
And
I
it's
can walk-
close. Yeah, it's right next to. It's pretty much
Yeah,
right next to the house.
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's a better deal. It works
It
much
is,
better
yeah.
that way. And it would have been dumb for me to take and turn it down. It was It was offered
Yeah.
to me. Like it came to me. So when the universe is
well,
saying,
you laugh,
"Hey,
yeah.
man, take it," then you just go, "Okay, I'll take it."
Yeah,
And you know
just
what
when
it
they
does?
keep you up for the job.
It allows me to go up there and see you guys. Is what it does.
Yeah.
Because normally I wouldn't have had that day off. See, normally
Yeah,
I'd have to work. Clint could call in sick and take
Yeah,
some
no.
PTO and go, but
It's gonna happen.
see, he's just selfish. Brian.
At some point, Brian, we'll just have to come down and visit you.
You need to, man. Shit, you guys
Like,
got a
we'll
place to stay. You can crash here. You don't have to.
No, we'll just take the camper. We'll just hit one of the campsites near you, and
Oh, there's a huge one just down the street from me. It's
Here's a Skyrim update.
well, that was
Yeah.
random. Yeah, I was just figured at some point if we come down, we come down for like 3 or 4 days, just get
yeah.
the campground up, because then we could sit and have a fire.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
but-
sweet.
But if we're gonna go see Brian in Texas, then I want to go see Mythos and Freak then in
Yeah.
Texas also.
They're only a couple hours further south.
And when they ask, "What's that noise in the trunk?" we'll just say, "Please don't disturb Mini Wormut. We've been giving him meds for 2 days now to keep him quiet." And we'll make sure he goes with us.
What trunk? What are you talking about, trunk?
Oh, no trunk? We're going to do it like,
Have a trunk, Greg. Have
well,
a truck.
we'll make one. Then we'll just get one. We'll get something we can tow behind the car.
That would be the camper.
But we don't want Mini Wormut to be too comfortable.
We
This
can
is
put him
just
in the
going
garage.
nowhere, Clint. It's going nowhere.
Yeah. I actually have a garage in my camper.
Oh, yeah, on the back of it.
Yeah.
You have a
It's got this
garage?
weird storage. Yeah, it's got this weird storage space in the back they call a garage. It's the
Huh.
size of the back of the camper, and you open this giant door, and it's just storage. But it's got like a spool for holding a garden hose. You can mount the
Oh,
spare
okay.
tire back there. We put our wood back there, and all the lawn chairs fit back there. I mean, they just call it a garage. I don't know
Hmm.
why, but it was just built that way. I've never seen a camper with that, but it was like, okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, Mini Wormut, we'll have to take you with us. You know.
Very cool, man.
exactly anymore, but exactly.
It's like it ejects like the jettison pod. Just later. See ya.
Do you know if cars were equipped with jettison passenger seats, how many people would be ejecting a person next to them that's arguing? You'd be driving down the freeway and people would be
Yeah,
flying out
right.
of the tops of their cars.
You know, there's this movie that came out. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like these kids go into this cave and they come out with like these superpowers and shit. And they you know, they're kids, they're like teenagers, and they're, you know, doing stupid shit.
You talking
Yeah,
about
what-
the Power Rangers movie?
No.
Yeah.
Although, if you want to talk about the Pink Power Ranger, I'm all ears. But no, it's like they will this guy like to crash, and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it either. Yeah,
but like if I had the will, like if I just explode, there'd be carnage everywhere I go, man.
I think it'd be fun to be able to force choke people.
Oh, especially if you could do it over the phone.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make my job so much better.
Yeah, can Vader choke somebody? Well, yeah, because he choked that one admiral over the video conference.
Yeah.
They were having.
I think he still has to see them though. But
He's like, bzz. Yeah, I want other force things than choke.
I don't know. I
Hey,
could think of some
Clint,
better superpowers to have.
How are the chats since I left? Because there's no more goofiness injected, probably, huh?
Denise misses you. She misses our humor.
That's cool. Because we used
Yeah.
to do the Greg and Clint show on the company chat. That has like 35 people watching me and him go back and forth, Brian. And I would say, I told him on Tuesday one day, I said, tomorrow's Wednesday, the Greg and Clint show. I said, we're giving a discount. Our tickets are normally free, but tomorrow they'll be half off. So one of the girls goes, so what does the ticket cost? I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean, what does it cost? I'm just being stupid. It's half off
I'm
of
pretty
free.
sure that
Uh,
her ball doesn't even come on in the box. She's not even the brightest. I don't think it's even on.
the one that I told her, she goes, I heard you.
She's the one that
squirrels."
bailed on us today
Oh,
because she had to go to the emergency room.
oh, that's not
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
And when
okay, so there's only 3 of us again. Thank you. That's great.
Yeah, but but she's the one that for a minute there believed. I told her, I said, she goes, "What's this with you and squirrels?" I said, "Brian," I said, I train flying squirrels. I duct tape them to kites and fly them in the park to get over their fear of flying. But when the kite hits the ground, they get mad and they just chew up the kite, you know. She goes, "They let you tape squirrels to a kite?" And I'm like, "Oh God, yes, they let me tape squirrels to a kite."
In Texas, we would say, "Aren't you precious?" To mean,
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean.
Duh.
You
So-
cousin head.
My last video conference, Brian and Minnie Wormutt and Mythos, you guys should be proud of me. I put a sock on my hand and I brought it in from the side while I was talking. I kept acting like someone was talking to me. I said, "Will you knock it off? Fine, I'll introduce you." And I brought the sock on. It's Saki. He was a sock exchange student. And we got it from the New York Sock Exchange, Brian. But you can't access their website because sometimes it hangs by a thread. So
Do you sit down, like when you're on the toilet? Do you like have a pad of paper and you're making these out, like these?
Oh,
jokes?
no. It's just you. Oh,
Punch
if I could find you, if I could find the speech about the alternate World War II stuff, the alternate history stuff that we had going, it's just brilliant. I mean,
that was because that idiot that started that chat
So-
thought that. Go ahead, Clint.
yeah. So when we worked for IAA, which was collecting salvage vehicle cars for insurance companies, so he was calling on a '69. I think it was a Dodge Dart.
Oh, Dodge it.
Oh, right. So he's on the other side of the wall from the cubicle from me, and I can't
Not
even remember
me,
what
by
his
the way.
name was now. No, it was no.
It was Carl.
No, they moved Greg away from me. We couldn't sit together. We were not allowed.
They wouldn't
but-
let us sit together. Yeah.
Like separate the two.
He calls on this '69 Dodge Dart, and he's talking to the tow company, and he says, "Well, I'm calling on the '69 Dart, the World War II vehicle." And I'm like, wait, when did World War II happen? Okay, so this starts, what was it, Greg? 3 hour chat conversation about just horrible stuff in history that we ended up getting 2 of the people in Ohio joining our chat to do this. And there was about the dinosaur raids in the Amazon.
That's
What
because
was
he made
it,
all this up. Because what did he say? He said World War II happened back in the 70s.
Yeah, 69,
I'm
yeah.
like,
It
what
just
the 70s?
so I'm like, hey, Greg,
He got the right
back in
century,
the 40s
right?
when the polar bears attacked the penguin colonies. And
So I
we
just went along it. We just went back and forth.
and this is all in chat. I somewhere I pulled that chat and emailed it home so I could keep it. But we had
Remember-
people just
Remember when they wouldn't let me go back to Chicago because we had like 107 people in Chicago chat. So my boss comes over and says, "Finch, you're going to go work in Chicago." And I said, "That's it. Send me out, from Iowa as a point guy and see if, I get murdered or something." And so we're in chat and one of the ladies goes, "How are you doing there, Finch?" And I said, "Well, I'm kind of hungry. I'm in Chicago. I want a Chicago dog." And I put a picture up of a chili dog. Now, everybody else started going, "Oh man, that's good," and they started posting chili dogs and chili fries. So my boss comes over, and he comes over, and I'm on the phone, and I'm just like, "Just a minute," and I got off the call, and I said, "Can I help you, sir?" Because I always did that to him. He's all,
yeah.
"All right, Finch, you're gonna have to stop talking about hot dogs. That's inappropriate." I said, "It's food, man. Well, you've got the whole chat now. We're supposed to be talking about insurance. They're all talking about French fries and chili." And I said, "Did you ever stop to feed these people before you sent them to Chicago?" And he just shakes his head. He goes, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know. My mom asked me the same thing." He just walked away, Brian. I worked here for 3 years. They're just like, I don't know what to do with him.
It's like we can't fire him because he's weird.
I never did anything wrong. I never did nothing wrong. I left the job because they didn't pay me for the stuff I was doing.
No, I hear that.
But yeah, so Land is probably sitting here going, "Oh God, no wonder
What did
Minnie
you do
Wormutt was
yourself into?
terrified to join this group."
Yeah, we are entertaining, but we are not right.
But see, I guess we could
I
have
work in
World
the
War II.
industry too.
Oh yeah,
Is that a
It's,
wet pallet you got there, Lan?
Yep.
Nice.
Made from parts I got at Dollar Tree.
Ah, there
I
you go.
need to do that. I haven't done that yet. That's smart.
I tried and I wasn't impressed with it. So
Yeah, but there's people that swear by them, Clint. Like I haven't
I know.
used one.
Hard
so
to
I
make. You
can't.
just get a wet paper towel, really, and just do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've done. Although a paper towel sometimes, depending on the paper towel, it absorbs too fast, and you defeat the
For the
purpose.
dollar store paper towels, you'd be all right.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, I just still paint out of the pot for the most part. Just dip it in the water a little bit, call it good. I mean, I'm not doing so much painting. Well, I am with these towel now because they're just consistent. Because I already went through a pot of black. I had to buy a new pot of black.
You know, the towel have some good looking stuff. I use their devilfish. You know, I don't play towel, but I use their towel devilfish as the tanks for my Atlantean army, for my Weird
That
War
makes
II.
sense. Yeah, I could see that.
They're pretty sweet looking.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, I ordered one finally, but I just wanted something different. And I like shooty armies because I always played orcs, which are not shooty, and I get
They
pretty much
can.
get trounced. Yeah, they just can't. Even you would think though, an army that sprays lead everywhere would hit something.
Daka Daka. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and they don't. They can't hit anything. I mean, even Greg's sniper is more efficient.
So we had
No, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. And I know it's me that's doing the rolling, but he sucks. Go ahead, Brian.
we found a complete second edition, and we played one, and Mel fell in love with the orcs, just because they're just hit and miss, and
Yeah, they're.
if their shit works, it's devastating. If it works,
I've had some. I mean,
They're
I teleported an angry squig inside a Space Wolf's commander once.
yeah,
That pretty much killed him.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shock attack gun.
Then they're fun, and then the weird boys, they get like, at least in second edition, if they're around too many orcs, they get kind of overcharged, and their head could pop or whatever.
Yep, they don't blow up like they used to, but yeah, they used to just go kablooey.
Yeah, they freak out. And,
Now you just roll some random psychic ability is all you do with them. It's not as exciting anymore. But the orcs have now become kind of beast riders instead of orcs. So I'm like, I don't care anymore.
So
I mean,
now,
I do like the bomb squig on a unicycle. That's kind of cool.
Man, back in the day, they had all sorts of different kinds of squigs. Man, it was awesome.
Oh, dude, yeah, there was so much squig stuff. Just yeah, but I mean, and then you could still use grots as terrain.
Yeah.
Oh,
my favorite rules, but because again, I quit in second edition, was when like the battle wagon, you could fit as many models as you could physically fit in the model.
Yeah,
like I had friends that would like, and if they fell over, like if you actually moved it and they fell off, then they would take damage.
Yep.
But they would just. And then you can make these battle wagons and whatever you want, but that was a lot. And then the jetpack guys, those things are blowing up all the time.
Basically, they have a rocket strapped to their back.
Yeah, those are great. But yeah, orcs
I
are
did
fun.
God, it was either third or fourth edition, so the orcs could use grots to level terrain. Basically, they just stepped on them. So then, if you had grots in front of you, you didn't have a terrain penalty. You also didn't have grots.
you
Do
just
they
use
have
them.
Gretchen as an army, like a squad unit?
Yeah, you could run them as a squad of like 20.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And up until recently, you still could, but now I don't think you can. You have the run herders and stuff, and they're just kind of there. Now, Kill Team, at least until the upgrade, you could field a squad of 20 grots, make them even an orc commander.
Oh, wow.
So you would just override the battlefield with orc squats and take any of the objectives and win because they couldn't. There were just too many of them.
Because I remember in Rogue Trader, you can give Gretchen or Grots, whatever you call them now. You can give them blunderbusses, right?
Yeah.
And
those were
close
fun.
range blunderbusses always auto hit. So you got a shit ton of Gretchen right there with blunderbusses. That's a hell of. And then they got to reload it.
Yeah. You'll get a kick out of this. So in Aeronautica Imperialis, the aerial back combat one, so they have grot bombers, and they have these things called grot bombs, and they're actually little autonomous rockets that have a grot in them, and it just actually moves independently
bomber
towards the next plane, and it'll turn, and it'll keep going until it hits something.
That's funny.
So each bomber can launch 3 of them. So you have these little bombs, these little grots moving across the field trying to blow up lanes.
They're just constantly just flying around. And,
I miss the grot, because I used to have, I think it was, again, with third edition, there was like, I had a one of the old style launchers, the big ramp thing that they would put the rocket on. And it had a big old bomb with a grot sitting inside it. And you would fire that and it would just track. And
it was like,
I think it hit on a 4+, but
I remember, weren't the Grots piloting their dreadnoughts and their killer cans?
Yeah,
and all
they
that
were in
stuff?
the big dreadnought. Yeah, that's all run by Grots.
Yeah, that's funny.
Not the Gorknot. Oh my God, the big Death Dread. Oh my God, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of what it's called. And I used to have one. I should have kept it.
Yeah, it's the. Are you talking about the
big
Titan size one?
No, well, it is kind of Titan size, yeah, but not quite. I keep getting confused with the Gork and the Mork bots, but that's not it.
The original dreadnoughts were they stuff a grot in there to control it.
Yeah,
they weren't going to get inside that thing or something.
This one had whole crew, and the miniature or the big box itself came with like a dozen grots with all various tools, equipment, and you put them on like little gantries and landing pads. The Stompa, yeah, that's what it was. The Stompa.
And
it's still run by the grot.
And a bunch of different kind of shit,
Yep.
Yep. It looks like we're getting into 40K.
I really do.
You do what, Clint?
I wish I'd kept my Stompa. It would have been a fun model just to have.
Just to keep it around, yeah.
And I have all these Titans, man. All of it. Well, the Phantom Titan and the big Eldar Phantom Titan and the Revenant Titan. And
so for like Adeptus Titanicus, I wish they'd bring Eldar Titans back. The new version only covers Imperium stuff in the Imperial Knights. It doesn't cover any Eldar stuff. Even Forge World doesn't have an Eldar Titan. I really wish it would. They're coming out with more Eldar fighters for Aeronautica.
I bet you could find some Eldar-ish Titans in like the STL, crew.
Oh, I'm sure I could, yeah. But then it's like add that to the list of things I want to download and print.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I get this printer up here, I can actually just plug it right into my computer. Then I can just do it. I need to move it, and that way I can start printing files while I'm working and just let it run in the background.
I got one of those STLs from that my sponsor. It's a Weird War. It's the story of Baba Yaga. The witch with the chicken leg. It's like a chicken leg on a T-26.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny.
That would be kind of cool.
It's cool looking. I got it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, look at that. Land's going to be finished with all this stuff by the end of the show.
Yeah, he's painting away pretty quick.
Yeah, I think I just got one towel done.
Yeah, I can't paint and talk. There's no way.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. So, Land, what rule system do you use?
Whatever you got.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I'm looking to use this for multiple rule sets, but I was looking at Pikeman's Lament, which is like it's one of the Dragon or Lion Rampant series.
That's Osprey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking about using the Saga Age of Magic for this too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's what is that fantasy Oriental game with the 6 rings or Tales? The 6 rings or something?
I got the Test of Honor game.
Oh yeah, Test of Honor.
I tried to play that a few times. It's a nice skirmish game, but I like to put more models on a table,
Yeah.
So.
Well, it looks like you got a pretty good regiment right there.
Oh yeah. So this will be fun to do all sorts of different battles with. I got a ton of Gamera I painted up already.
Is that your kind of your period that you like to play most? Is Japan in that era?
Oh no, I do all sorts of different stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Over the past year or so, I've been doing Western stuff.
Oh man, Mini Warmut's gone crazy in the Western.
Yeah, he likes that.
And let me see here. Let me share. Let's see. Let me bring this up.
Hmm.
I'll be just a second. I'll share some Western stuff.
So what are you working on, Greg? Anything?
Yes, we've been working on some terrain, which is how Land came in because he does 3D printing and stuff too. So I'll catch you up real quick, Brian. Oops, hold on. There we go.
Oh wow. And that's Land's or yours?
That's mine.
Oh, that's
Holy
nice.
cow, that's a nice Western
Yeah.
setup.
Oh shoot, that reminds me. Mofidius put out the little Wild West town from Fallout 4. The
Oh,
whole
really?
town can be bought as a 3D print file. I thought about buying that and then printing it so I could use it in the Western games.
That's cool.
Minnie Warmont says that's an awesome table, Land. It
Yeah.
does. That looks good. I like that. There's your,
That's
That's
there's
my
your-
wife's game.
Oh yeah.
That's what she uses to play with.
Heck yeah, chicks with guns. I dig it.
Something we can relate to. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the rule set.
One at a
Is,
time.
Dracula's America.
Oh yeah.
I don't want it
I have that
downstairs.
in PDF, but I haven't really read through it. Looks pretty
Put it
cool.
back. I'll wash it real quick. All right, I'll be right back.
Marbo.
My gang.
So, Land, Minnie Warmont has a question. He says, are those how do you pronounce that?
Sarasota?
Yeah, buildings, foreground.
No, I got the foreground church there. And then, believe it or not, that's printable scenery.
Oh wow.
Does these.
So you printed these then, Land?
A lot of them are printed. The majority of the buildings are printed.
Nice.
This is a toy I bought off of like $30 off of Amazon
Sweet.
that I just painted up. This is a child's toy. Is that train, which happened to be the exact same scale as the.
It's funny. I keep a 28 millimeter figure on my keychain. So like when I'm out in the world and I come across something like, oh man, that might work. I have something to size the stuff that I find up, see if it fits right.
That's a good idea, Brian.
So that's the foreground church there.
Yep.
Nice.
I think Warmut's got that one. I think.
And then, yeah, let's see here. Printable scenery.
What are your figures printed too?
Not yet. Those are they're a mixture of figures from Old Glory and also what's the name of that?
Is that Knuckle Duster?
Knuckle Buster.
Yeah.
Knuckle Buster Studios.
Yeah, Forrest Harris is the guy who owns Knuckle Duster. He used to cast all. I used to own a miniature company. He used to do my casting. He's a great guy. He's got some great looking stuff.
Now that one there is a foreground there too, and then the rest of them are printable scenery buildings that I printed up,
That's cool.
including the outhouse. So you got to have outhouses.
Wait, yeah, the scene from was that Young Guns with the guys in the outhouse?
Yeah.
That's great. I'll make you famous.
So
If you guys hear anybody screaming and stuff, it's Mel beating up little kids on Skyrim.
Get a
She's a beast. That's cool. Those look good.
yeah, and then let's see. Wanted to share something else. So you guys drink while gaming?
Well, yeah, dude.
All right.
We actually have our women get us a beer while we're gaming. baby.
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna be splashed
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
all right. So
If I get up, they'll see my underpants. What is that?
that is Bloody Mary.
Holy cow! That's a lot of shrimp for a Bloody Mary.
That's a lot of stuff on that drink, eh?
Woo! You need a fork and knife to drink that, Bloody Mary. Good Lord!
And a drink, huh?
Brisket. Good Lord!
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
on there.
about. Bloody Mary right there.
So
Nice.
got meatballs on there and
Now, when you drink something like that, that's a fucking commitment. I mean, that's like you take a deep breath and you just dive in. That's crazy.
so
That's
this
a
is a
commitment.
shout out to Mini Warmutt. If you want a war game down here in Tucson, I'll make you a Bloody Mary.
I still need another bath.
We'll even give you extra barbecue with your Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I do it easy, just something handful. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody at the con. You should come up, Lan. Shit, if you got nothing going on at the end of the month, next month.
I'm gonna
Maybe
be
you
out of
can
the
do a carpool up there. Represent.
represent
Right, mini
Arizona.
warm up. He's got the
Arizona. I think they still got some open tables up there at the game. At the con.
see my problem is, Brian, I could go up there and do a table, but then I wouldn't be able to walk around, visit with you, live stream from there, and do all that.
I mean, it just depends on how long you're gonna stay. You know, if you
Well,
if you go on Friday and leave like Saturday night, you can get all sorts of gaming in and host and stuff.
well, the thing is we'd probably leave Saturday morning and go up there and just drive, and then hang out for most of the day, and then head back
Gotcha.
because it's about 4.5 hours one way. So
Yeah, we're gonna get a hotel for a few days up there.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I had, I guess I could. It'd be easier if I might go up Friday night and get a hotel. You know, thinking about that, and then that way I don't.
Well,
have to
I'd
do
let
that.
you just crash out on our floor, but man, come on, with my woman, it'd be cramping style, brother.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to be involved in any videos you might post later on.
That's right.
To
You
your
never
OnlyFans
know.
page. You never
Camera
know.
running somewhere.
Are you that guy I saw in the video? Huh? What? What video? Brian gave me this drink and I passed out and woke up 2 days later. I don't know what the hell happened in between.
It's like I'm missing a liver.
Missing a liver, but I got food. Like Dumb and Dumber.
I left you a little bit of liver so it can grow back. See, I'm considerate. I took most of your liver.
It's like a worm. You just cut it in half, right?
Right. They do, man. Livers grow like that. It's weird.
Yeah. Mini worm. You need to experience Kansas City barbecue. Yeah. Yeah. Brian said he's paying for dinner, so.
Dude, I'm from.
Uh-oh. Brian's connection. Brian?
I'm right
That's
here.
funny.
Uh-oh. We lost
Yeah,
you,
Brian.
sir.
Brian cut
I'm
out.
right here.
Kansas
Is that
City
him?
barbecue would be good. I can hear you, Land.
Yeah,
hello?
Brian's the only one that seems to be frozen at this point, so it's not me this time.
Okay, Clint, we won't blame you.
This time, yeah.
Down
There
here in
goes
Tucson,
Brian.
we're known for Sonoran hot dogs.
Ah, and exactly what? Why would the hot dogs be known? How do they cook them differently?
Well, they first wrap them in bacon,
Ooh,
And
good
then-
call.
and then they have a special hot dog bun that's like a pocket instead of
Ugh,
a.
sorry.
It's sealed on the ends. They put the hot dog in there, and then they put all sorts of Mexican stuff in there, like pico de gallo, beans, jalapeno sauce, and cheese, and make it like a hot dog taco type thing. It's delicious.
Wow.
That sounds
Welcome
good.
back, Brian. Welcome
Yeah, I
back.
got Mel smacked me.
How do you run on this game?
Push down on the controller.
Yes.
The push down on the stick. Ah.
No, that's
Push it down again. The other one.
the other one is sneak.
I don't know. Shit.
Sneak
And there's
quickly.
another thing.
On Skyrim, you guys remember how you run? And it like you push down on the
Yeah, I thought it was the same like Fallout. You just
Oh,
push
it's
down
the-
on one button and it run.
Yeah.
He sprints or whatever. I thought it was the left stick. No, maybe it's the right.
I thought it was the stick, but I guess on hers
Yeah.
it's the bumper.
Unless you got the controller configured different.
It's weird. She's on that online shit or whatever, and they did like a big update to Skyrim, and you can fish in Skyrim now.
Yeah,
I never
Yeah.
was able to fish.
ironically, the big thing in a lot of games. I mean, it's beneficial in Minecraft because you can get things.
And they have fishing maps
They have fishing. Oh, that's
and
crazy.
fishing clothes.
Fishing club.
Ever since they did that in like Final Fantasy, whatever, 7 or whatever, where you could fish and you could raise the damn bird things and
I really liked Skyrim. That was a really great game. A lot of fun.
Still go.
Oh, so you're saying you play Pathfinder. What edition do you play?
First edition.
Yeah, baby. Me too, brother.
yeah, we interrupted their game once. That was funny.
Yep. Let's see if I can let's see if I can turn this around. I can show you all that shit in that bookshelf right there is Pathfinder.
Clint, I'm going to put you in charge for a minute and let the dog out. Okay.
So,
Okay, he's gone. Everybody talk about him now.
what's with his face? My God, it's hideous. Greg said, "Woo!" No, but yeah, I'm a huge Pathfinder First Edition. I got like all of it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
We generally only play 5e, but we do play Starfinder, which is basically Pathfinder in space. It's actually a lot of fun.
I heard it's pretty fun.
Well, the interesting premise with Starfinder is the planet that Pathfinder is set on
No,
just
Galorian.
vanished. It just
Oh,
vanished.
really?
I mean,
Huh.
the whole planet's gone. And it caused a big cosmic event, and that's where Starfinder kind of takes place, is after the planet disappeared.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of an interesting outlay on that. Me not knowing a ton about Pathfinder, it was a little tricky to understand. But yeah, the whole planet just vanished. I think it's so you couldn't visit Pathfinder's world in Starfinder because it's,
Yeah, because it'd be a mess.
years in the future. But in Starfinder, you can jump from space station to space station and planet to planet. And now that there's a planet guide and everything, you got a lot of different worlds you can explore, and you have ship combat that you actually use a miniature grid for the ship combat. So you use a hex grid, like I think it's a half-inch hex grid. It's a smaller hex grid, but it was actually a lot of fun doing ship combat.
Yeah, I heard like the playing characters like take up positions in the ship.
Yeah, and they contribute to it, and you if you spend resources on the ship, you can do things like put a giant railgun in your hull instead of having a hull, like we did. Needless to say, people didn't mess with us.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then, yeah, we had the ship all modded out for like high-end crew quarters, and we could carry cargo and everything, and it was pretty awesome.
I always play like charisma-based characters, so that would be shit for.
You could, oh yeah, that would be real well in Starfinder.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the main part of you start out is the giant space station, which is basically its own world.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, you're wheeling and dealing on different levels, and you're dealing with different races throughout the levels. Plus, you're dealing with the coppers, who basically are thugs in their own right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah, when second edition Pathfinder came around, I'm like, dude, I'm looking at like everything I have. I have like the entire first edition collection, and then like all the third party crap. I'm just like, man, I have so much shit that I would never have to buy another thing,
Yeah.
play it out for the rest of my life. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
go to another edition. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Yeah,
even
that's-
in the game shop here, they play pretty much first edition.
yeah, I've seen second edition. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've read it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think they missed the mark. If they were trying to do something that was comparable to fifth edition, they fell flat.
Yeah. That
It
was
still wasn't simple as fifth edition, and I'm just like, what? See, the thing how they kept in business is Paizo basically continued on 3.5,
yeah.
and just all. So you instantly have a fan base right there. You got
Yeah.
all the people who are not gonna, everybody that hates fourth
Yeah.
edition D&D, they're not gonna mess with it. They just stick with Pathfinder. And then all of a sudden, they're going to do a second edition against fifth? Dude, you're stupid. I don't know what
Yeah.
Paizo was thinking, man.
Dollar signs.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Some
that's the
people
same
think
reason we have
got
another
too
Matrix
bloated.
movie. I mean, let's be realistic here.
yeah, you can't. I mean, first of all, D&D has the brand, D&D.
Yeah.
You can't fight the D&D brand.
And
then
I
you gotta-
like that. I like 5e. I have no problem with 5e.
Well, and it's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
But Pathfinder second edition isn't as easy as fifth edition.
Yeah.
So it's like, who's your fan? Who are you trying to sell it to? New players? No, I mean, because fifth
Yeah,
edition is
that's-
easier.
I don't know on that one. Yeah.
I didn't
mean,
get it.
Yeah, either like at the game shop, they're either playing first edition Pathfinder or 3.5.
Really?
you know,
That's cool.
There's very few 5e players at the game shop. When I'm in there, they're always playing 3.5.
The problem I have with fifth edition, first of all, it's dumbed down like big time, and
Well,
second,
yeah.
there's no
But-
fucking magic.
No, there is.
I mean, like items and stuff. It's very little. They dish out very little magical gear.
Oh no, there's a ton, but you got to get it from
Not
the
that
source
many.
book. But yeah, I like Fifth Ed because the rules don't get in my way of gameplay, so we keep everything
Yeah.
simple. But yeah, my magic users. Now, granted, we have some technology we're not supposed to have, but I went with an interesting route with my story arc. So,
Yeah.
because my Dragonborn character in 5e is actually not a Dragonborn. He's actually an alien from a crashed ship that was rebuilt. So he looks like a Dragonborn. He acts like a Dragonborn, but he doesn't have all the Dragonborn abilities. He can't breathe like ice, for example.
Gotcha.
But he's got his technology
white
that
dragon?
looks like magic.
Is he a white dragon?
No, he's actually blue.
Oh, blue dragon. Okay, yeah, blue dragon.
Yeah. So his what they call a dragon rod, which is this very ornate, unique magical weapon he has, fires a plasma ball, basically.
Oh, okay.
And then everyone's got these little gems embedded in their weapons that give them that it does electrical damage. So what it does is it gives them their normal damage plus electrical damage.
Gotcha.
And then we ended up with a Cobalt engineer in the group who has his name is Mini Max, first of all, because Max was the dwarf that hired us to go find the crashed ship in the first place. But so Mini Max has basically this little child-sized backpack that he wears that has two rods coming out of it. He's stuck one of the gems in it, and he can fire metal projectiles like harpoon heads and stuff using electrical charge, but then he also has it wired to these gauntlets, so he's got these electrical gauntlets. So we have this little kobold with like these big powered electrical gauntlets,
That's funny.
and so they have a lot of fun with it. We had one time we ran into this paladin in Waterdeep, who was full plate mail armor paladin, and he was so arrogant, and we were dealing with a lot of undead. Yeah, so we
If
were
you
dealing
play
with
them right, if you play them right, they are.
Yeah, my friend Dave, so he takes one of his arrows and he charges the electrical charge, and then he just touches the paladin's plate mail with it. Shot that paladin clear across the courtyard into a brick wall. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, a lot of people when they start playing, they'll play some sort of like paladin character, or cavalier, or some
Yeah.
shit, and just like, you got chaotic good people playing and stuff. Tell Mel she's too old to play video games. If she can't figure
Can't figure out how to run.
play,
Nice.
Damn, dude.
that?
She's giving you some sign language.
Who said that?
Mini Warmutt.
Oh, he's on my list.
Oh shit!
Mini Warmutt's the one that put it in chat. So
Yeah, I tell you, Brian, if you ever wanted to do 5E and I could get everyone together, even if we did video, you'd like our D&D group.
Yeah. Dude, we should do something online. 5th edition would be easy to play online.
Yeah, 5th edition would be easy for sure. Well, even the Fallout RPG would be easy because it's such a basic rule system.
But my big thing is if I'm going to commit, we need to play. You know what I mean? Hey, you know how it is. You start an RPG, especially if you're the DM, man. You create this huge world, and you just get one fucking set. You get one session in, and everybody just disappears.
Yeah.
or
It's
2 or
tough
3
there.
sessions in, and you're really getting involved, and then it just.
So, Brian, what kind of would you be a negative energy or positive energy cleric? Good old simple human cleric. What's your alignment? Actually, Brian being chaotic, or no, actually Brian being lawful good. And that's another thing about 5th edition. Alignment ain't worth a shit. It's not really needed.
It really isn't. And but my
sucks.
players all play
They don't?
basically chaotic neutral anyway. I mean, my wife's character, who is a thief/assassin, runs around with an undead beholder eye in a jar, which that was its own hilarious story. I should tell you that. You'll get a kick out of this, Brian. So she's got an invisibility cloak, right? And she's a halfling. So she's really short and really stealthy. So she has this undead beholder eye in a cylindrical jar with a glass tube so she can show it to everyone. Because any new person she meets, she's immediately, hey, do you want to see my undead beholder eye? So we fought this undead beholder, and she cut one of the eye stalks off and kept it. She threw it in the bag of holding. Well, first of all, it was in there without anything. You know, she just kind of threw a rag around it. And needless to say, it was starting to get pretty rank. So they finally found someone to embalm it for her. So it's in a floating green.
Though, right? It was undead. So it was like undead or
So it was
destroyed?
in this floaty, or it's in this floaty cylindrical yellowish goo where the eye pops in around. So we're in Waterdeep. There's a noble's dinner party going, and we need to get some information. So she pops on the invisibility cloak, and she sneaks into the noble's garden party. And so she's invisible, pulling off stealth, like just like mad, right? Well, she decides, since they have opulent food, that she's going to steal some of the dinner rolls too. So she's been putting them in the bag of holding, right? Okay, fine, no problem. So she's invisible. However, the house cat smells the food that she's carrying. And so the house cat immediately comes up and starts bothering her, even though she's not moving and cloaked. The house cat is bothering her. So I make a roll for the servant, who gets a 20. So this servant sees this cat meowing at nothing, right? So my wife decides, oh, well, I'm going to feed the cat. So she reaches in, pulls out a piece of bread, sticks her hand out from the cloak, and feeds the cat. Of course, the servant now sees his hand appear out of nowhere with the bread to feed the cat.
Shit.
This immediately causes the servant to scream. Now we have the house guards alerted, and my wife's like, oh, crap, I need to get out of here. So the house mage pops a null magic as my wife is running. So my wife jumps up across the dinner table to get out as the null magic hits, causing the bag of holding to disgorge its contents. The first thing that comes out, because it's always on top, is the beholder eye. So this cylindrical drops onto the fine dinner table. It rolls across the dinner table in front of the nobleman's wife and stops. And all she sees is this little eye pop out of the green or the yellow ooze. She screams, jumps up, knocks the table over. My wife pulls this miraculous dex roll to roll across the table as it's flipping, snag the beholder eye, shove it back into the bag of holding, and get out of the magic field before it starts dumping the rest of the stuff.
Damn.
Oh, man, that was so much fun.
That's crazy.
We had some crazy
Is that
stories.
what I thought if you do a null, null magic or whatever, magical items just de-energize until you're out of the field.
But it's more fun to have the bag of holding.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was a GM discretion.
I got you.
Well, the
Okay.
funny thing,
Make it cool,
because
yeah.
we have this alien technology, no magic doesn't do anything to the items that we have.
So it's like tech. It's not magic.
It's tech. Yeah, it's basically
Gotcha.
tech.
Gotcha.
It's a basically just an energy source is all it really is. So that lets them do the electrical damage. So when they do run into people that try to nullify magic, his electric arrows still shoot electricity. The swords still do electrical damage. In some cases, it does make them a little OP, but right now we're like 7th level. So
I would have been a shit if I was like Brian's character. I'd been a shit, and I just do like positive energy on the eye and destroy it.
yeah,
like,
I could.
Positive
Yeah,
energy,
Then you
undead
might get-
eyeball.
yeah, you might get stabby knife at that point.
That's funny.
Well, we had, because he salvaged the ship, we had about 25 of the ship's ballistic rockets, the thermonuke missiles. So we have this in the bag of holding, this rocket launcher that fires these little missiles.
Shit.
So whenever we get ship combat that doesn't go our way, we just blow it up.
Well, didn't somebody came out with a schematic of how to use a what is it? A bag of holding and interdimensional hole,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
like an arrow, and then it breaks open the bag of holding and the hole, and it causes like a rift in the universe.
yeah,
It's basically
Yeah.
like a vortex grenade, and
Kinda, yeah.
it's pretty good. It was pretty funny.
yeah. I'm just pretty much using the old, Spelljammer stuff. Really, I'm just
Spelljammer?
kind of modifying the Spelljammer stuff. So nothing I'm coming up with at this point is that far out of reality for D&D. I just like the idea that the character, this Dragonborn character, is actually an alien that's been reworked by the computer, the autodoc. And then we find out he has his own language, so the group knows his language and his symbolism. And then they find out later that there are about 3 or 4 other of his crew that are still alive.
Oh, there you go.
So, and they've been reworked as well, so they look like Dragonborn as well, because they were basically a lizard race to start with.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they've been kind of fun using these guys, but now he's got some tech, so he's got like basically an optical scope, so a targeting scope. He can hover. He's got levitation to a degree. So basically, his anti-grav system works like a levitate spell.
Right on.
So it's handy, but it's nothing super that's
Like
going to just give
OP,
advantage, Like he's got a great sword with one of the gems in it, so his great sword does electrical damage on top of the normal sword damage. Plus, he's super strong,
That's
Why can't you use all this at work, Clint, to make your job easier?
Yeah, because that's not.
You're like unseen servant to
entertaining.
sit in your chair and do all your work for you.
Yeah. Well, at least my old boss doesn't have to worry when she calls me. So
True.
It's a Wednesday positive.
yeah, I mean, how positive is he, Brian? I'm just curious. You guys are having your
I
conversation.
guess positive energy is just there's no level of it. I guess. Well, there is. I mean, depending. It causes so much damage depending on your level and all that shit. But I get what he's saying. I understand. Good lord. Dude.
Well, there's either like
Your pants up for that, huh?
No.
SpongeBob positive or Eeyore kind of depressed positive.
I like Eeyore
Eeyore's not
positive.
positive.
He's more logical.
No, he's very realistic.
Yeah, so it depends.
Very much
on
in
how
reality there.
He needs like a nose ring, and he's wearing black. And some emo thing.
He needs to meet Squidward in an alternate universe, and they can.
Yeah, Eeyore's the ultimate emo. He's like probably the first emo kid.
Yeah.
I never looked at it like that, but I guess I don't know, man.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I gotta go to work.
Him or Marvin.
There you go, Clint. Speaking of what you can do now that you couldn't do 20 years ago, tomorrow when you go to work, tell them that you are self-identifying as the supervisor and they are working for you.
Yeah, it's instead of gender and stuff.
Saturday,
Like,
No, don't even put
Job
that in there.
position.
Just tell us
I identify
that's how
as
you
boss.
identify tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's
And you
Saturday, Greg.
expect the pay raise. Oh, you
Yeah,
don't work
tomorrow's
tomorrow.
Saturday.
No, it's Monday.
No, tomorrow's my Saturday. I'm not going to work
you're
tomorrow.
off.
Oh, well, you can't
I'm
just
off.
change the calendar like that. It's Monday.
I can. Kip did, so why not?
Oh. She changed the calendar?
Yeah, she took your days. She keeps her hours and your days off.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Smart move. Yeah. Huh?
So she shifted her days off by 1 day.
It's all good. 2 weeks out of there, and now it's all falling apart. Okay.
It was already falling apart anyway, just doing a little faster now. Maybe because I notice it more.
Before he was like, it's just Greg nitpicking stuff. Greg's gone now. He's all, oh, I see what Greg was talking about. Yeah.
No, it just got worse. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no longer the shit show level. It's much worse than that now. We're like talking cow field, like
It's not even at that level.
cow pasture level. At this
We
point,
can't have that. Them cows and their methane. So.
yeah, whatever. Worked for me.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Clint. I can just say that you're trying to paint where you're doing calls, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, but I'm getting. I mean, it took me
You
2
got
days
some
to
of your-
build one cow miniature, but I got it
But-
done.
Didn't you order more towel as you're working
Yeah,
on towel?
They just came today too. Another squad of Pathfinders showed up,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm still working on Fire Warriors right now, and then I got to work on the Ghost Kill, which should be interesting.
Do they still have like was it the Kroot and the Vespid?
Yeah, the crew are actually a lot stronger now. You can have crew commanders.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, you could field an entire crewed army if you really wanted to. I have no desire to, but plus their weapons are much better now.
Do they have the Vespid still? The flying
Yeah,
thing?
but they're
Whatever they're
elite.
called. Oh, okay.
I'll tell you here in a second. Yeah, they're just
They wore them up.
Clinton High Life. Did you guys hear they discontinued Miller High Life? The champagne of beer is no more.
Champagne and beers. Come on,
Right.
man.
That's what it's called, man. Miller High Life.
I know.
yeah, Vespid Stingwings. They still have Vespid Stingwings, but they're
But-
just elite units now.
So today, while we were talking about the codexes and stuff, Brian, Clint says he ordered some stuff, and I said, "You did? How'd you afford that?" He goes, "Credit." And they financed me.
Financed it.
They actually financed Warhammer.
I financed
stuff.
my
I'm like,
cow army.
Listen, man, that's not far out. What if GW offered a financing service?
Well,
Oh my
Dude,
god, dude!
I financed my RC stuff. My last 2 RCs I financed.
He found a company that. So I don't know. What'd you spend? $400 or something on the towel, Clint? And they
Yeah.
financed.
No comment, motherfucker. There could be people listening.
Oh, I see. Mini Warmut. The hell, his humor is funny. Clint's the one that ordered to discontinue a Miller High Life.
That was some sweet malt brew, man.
It wasn't
That's a-
bad. Certainly
you got
better than
some power.
PPR.
So in
So-
Texas we got Lone Star and Shinerbach and what else
Nah,
we
I
got?
like
Shinerbach.
Iowa, we
I'm
got
not a big
Busch
dark
Light.
beer fan, but
We
it's
got
okay.
Bush.
Well, I am a big. Ugh.
You got Paps up there. Paps.
Yeah, that's not any better. Dude,
I
that's
would
not
say
even
Pabst
worth putting in
better.
beer brats. Let's be honest. That's not even worth beer brats.
We got Desert Dog beer out here.
What is it?
Desert
Desert Dog. That sounds cool.
Actually, I've seen that.
Pearls.
They
are
do
the
different
best
stuff
beer.
like the Feisty Chihuahua, which is like a lager that's their version of Corona.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. I've seen it. I've never tried it, but I've seen it.
Clint has a
Yeah.
lot of power there. Mini Warmut says, "Be
Sure.
careful. Clint needs to just snap his fingers and you're gone."
Yeah. I wish
Until
it
somebody
could.
throws no more.
Shit,
You
you
know,
magic.
know,
if I were the end game and could snap my fingers, life would be easier for a lot of us.
I tell you, if Clint had the power of the gauntlet, everything he would own everything, and the shit would be painted.
Yeah, that's true.
Like everything.
Finish, you're done.
Painted. That's what I would
I
do.
have a painted army,
Painted everything.
which is really what I'm trying to go for with the Tau, is actually have a painted army when we play. Everything I use is actually completely painted, not even like half painted, but actually completed.
Mini Warmut says Clint is the end game.
It all leads to you, Clint, brother.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, pass, Brian.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Let's
path.
keep it in the same.
Okay,
You
I
know,
got you.
Pathfinder. All
You know,
path.
one thing about like doing battle reports and shit on YouTube, at least for me, it forces me to paint because I can't really bring myself to paint with play with unpainted stuff because it just won't look good on video. And
Yeah.
so
And
and I want
it bugs
to
you.
do
It bugs
some
you
different
anyway.
stuff.
it bugs me.
Yeah, it does.
Uh,
It's like I know we can
If
do
it's a
this.
board game, like if it's a board game and it's not painted, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
But if it's a miniature war game and they don't have anything painted, I'm like,
Can't
neg,
do it.
thumbs down.
Can't do it. Yep.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, you can. Everybody says, "Oh, you don't have to worry about painting," but it just doesn't. I don't know. Once
Yeah,
you
I
smell the
do.
plastic off the sprue, it's over.
I do get tired of gray plastic only.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because you'll be like at these the conventions, and like someone has an unpainted army and they're hosting. It's like, dude, what the hell?
No, that doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
It's not fine. In fact, I know I've been to several conventions that won't let you host a game without painted shit. So
Yeah.
Well, I just
wanna
wouldn't want to
do,
do it. I wouldn't want to do it, Brian. Like, would you want to represent your channel with
yeah, or just
painted miniatures? I don't know.
well, you see like the 40K like tournaments. You always have like people who have silver and gray, plastic and shit. It's not even they didn't attempt to paint the damn thing. They didn't even base it. It's all like they just built it. Hell, I've seen a game with a guy who didn't have any heads on his figures. A
What?
bolt action game, like his whole arm was heads. He just didn't get to doing the heads. Like,
No,
what the hell?
can't do it, man.
Have some self-respect. My God, you're a war gamer.
I'd like to do a 30,000 small 30,000 skirmish battle, but paint the miniatures all in black and white. And I mean black and white, not just black and white colored, but actually take each image, look at the grays, see how it looks.
Yeah.
Some
The
the actual
grayscale stuff.
noir style. Both both
Sweet.
forces, like I just probably do like a Space Marines versus orcs because you had orcs back then anyway. But I think doing it in just an actual black and white would be
cool.
awesome.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a World War II game in black and white. I've seen a Batman game in black and white. I've seen some pulp games that are painted in black and white. They look awesome, dude.
So would you do the metal as a non-metallic metal painted on there?
I don't know. I'm not sure how I'd do it, but I mean, the idea was to look at what the stock photo is and then turn it black and white and try to mirror image that. But
It would probably just be a dark.
I mean,
like
it'd
a
just be
light
more
black.
gray, but
Yeah,
it would be
like
kind of cool.
I don't know.
Well, you'd almost have to paint everything white and then just slowly bring the shades of gray up in certain
Probably.
areas. But you could still do highlighting and everything, and it would still come out really good. Yeah,
Well,
you know, doing a World War II one, that would be awesome, Brian. That's a
It's
good
cool.
idea.
I've seen them. They're freaking cool as hell. They really are.
Maybe I'll paint up a Flames of War army in that.
Oh yeah,
Do it
at
all
that
black and
scale.
white.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to do.
No, I think that'd be kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah. That's cool.
You could easily do it for like Battle of the Bulge type stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like winter clothes and stuff. Yeah, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Let's not give Clint too much power. Too late.
I wanted to get one of those Infinity Gauntlet toys, but man, they were crazy expensive.
I don't know. With great power comes great responsibility. Do you really want to give Clint a gauntlet with the Infinity Stones? Really?
Yeah, it'd be all right. I trust you, Clint.
Yeah, because I wouldn't go after you guys.
Yeah, I mean we're safe.
Be like,
We're cool.
Bro has the gauntlet. It's all good.
Oh, dude, I would totally remove a lot of other things that have nothing to do with gaming.
I could just see Brian.
man.
It says, Mel, Clint says close the blinds and don't look outside, no matter how bad it sounds.
Just play your Skyrim and be safe. Be okay.
Don't worry about it.
And now I'm fixing to go kill me a dragon.
Oh, she's off
Whoa.
to find her first dragon.
Dragon kebabs. Got to watch out for the scales.
Man, I remember the last time I played Skyrim, I played the entire, well, as far as I could without actually starting the dragon storyline because I play at the hardest level, right? So I was like level like 76 on the hardest level, done like almost all the missions. And then because I was like, man, if I'm playing super hard, I don't want to fight dragons every, 5 seconds. So I played every freaking thing I could until I couldn't play it any longer without going to the dragon storyline. And then it's like dragon fighting. But I was so high up, so it wasn't a big deal. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, or that scales up and they just still trounce on you like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, this one's a level 100. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, by then, like you could I was like a caster really, and I would like summon like demons and I even I could have access to my own dragons. I can call like a dragon from the underworld to come and fight for me and shit. So
Nice.
it was pretty cool. But what level are you? Like 5?
4.
4? And you're going
Yep.
sheep. This is a pretty easy fight, though. That's a pretty easy fight there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't see that happening, Mini Warmut. I just don't.
Oh man!
Yep. That's
Hey,
what I figured.
what? Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Oh man, Mel's gonna whap him.
I'm telling you, man.
Is he coming to Missouri?
Dude, we might make a beeline to all Arizona to have a talk with you. It's like,
Oh,
Who's there?
is there a mutt in the house? She got like a nightstick. Hello. He said,
I'd like to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, the beat stick.
in the most polite way possible, Brian said, Clint snaps. Suddenly, Mel gets up and makes Brian dinner.
Really
With
polite.
love. And support. Oh, she's engaged in her game, so you got lucky, Brian. She's too busy.
I'm too busy for it.
Yeah, but it'll come back to haunt you later.
Oh
oh,
no!
Nice.
Oh no!
Man.
Oh, that was
Mel's
good.
gonna get him.
Yeah, delete this whole show
Oh,
after
sorry.
this, dude.
Remove it from the internet.
It's like, I'm just trying to protect you, bro. I'm trying to
Wow.
keep you alive, brother. We know of very many deep wells in Texas. Very
It's the pig farms you got to worry
and
about.
yes, she has family that have pig farms. So
Bye, Mini Warmut. Have a good one.
Take it easy, Mini Warmut. Have fun. And
There
with
you
that,
go.
see, we mentioned pig farm. He's done.
he's like, I'm done. When we get to the pig farm level,
Yep.
no coming back. But yeah.
Wow, Land, you've accomplished a lot, man. As we've been talking,
Yeah,
I've been
no
sitting here
kidding.
watching them paint. Yeah.
I'm like sweating just looking at you do all that shit.
Yeah, I am actually doing something that's Texas related right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
you
smoking a brisket.
Oh, yeah.
That's everybody's
Good
favorite.
stuff right there.
Nice.
Yeah, and I searched on YouTube and I'm using a Central Texas recipe.
Very good. Is it hickory? You're using hickory, right?
I'm actually using mesquite, but
Oh, well, mesquite's good though too. Mesquite or hickory are Texas styles.
yeah. So,
The reason it's hickory because we got so much of that shit around here. Damn, woman. It's loud, baby.
Are you hello?
Well, you so
you guys do smoking out there?
I wish.
Now, I will tell you this: one of the guys that I work with now, he does a lot of food that he smokes, and he was telling me he smokes meatloaf.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I never thought about that.
Smoke anything, really.
And he said, if you smoke the meatloaf and towards the end you just put a little barbecue sauce on there, glazes it, caramelizes. He goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
you'll never eat regular meatloaf again." I was like, "Holy crap! I never thought of that."
Yeah,
I'd buy
that would be
Yeah.
good.
The newest thing I've seen at like Home Depot. You guys got Home Depots and stuff up there?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah.
They sell like grilling like briquettes that are
Huh?
like they're like just like mesquite or whatever it is. So it's like pre-made, little like charcoal slash smoking briquettes and stuff. So
Yeah.
kind of cool. So almost any barbecue can be a smoker as well.
Are you saying Brian's too easy to cheese?
Well, you better pass that to Mel. Minnie Warmut's trying to make sure he doesn't end up dead.
Nah, she's fun.
He knows. Yeah, he's just messing around.
So with the meatloaf, I've done that before in the smoker. And
Yeah.
what I do is I use a lattice of bacon.
Oh
to keep
yeah,
it moist.
That's what this
everything
guy had.
better with
He wrapped
bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon and everything. Yeah.
Yep. True.
I just never thought of smoking a meatloaf. I mean, it never crossed my mind. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like, oh damn, that would be good.
I've had grilled meatloaf, smoked meatloaf. Yeah. I mean, they're all good. As long as you don't overcook it.
Yeah.
Grilled meatloaf, sir, we
peppers.
call hamburger.
Nope.
Oh,
If you overcook it, you can always chop it up and
Yeah.
and
True.
sink it in like whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Usually had it done right, so I wasn't too worried. But yeah.
And if
I
you
like
grill
the-
it, all that meat becomes pretty lean because all that fat just drips out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be too dry, wouldn't it? You'd have to make sure it didn't dry itself out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're more beef in Texas. It's beef based. It's not pork.
Yeah.
Pork
Yeah.
based is more like the South. Like
We have a lot of pork base here because there's a lot of hog up here. And I don't mind pork, but yeah, I usually eat more beef than anything else.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do pork real well. And
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it tastes amazing. But
Minnie Warmut's going to have chili.
nice.
I'm a big chicken guy. I love chicken. I eat chicken.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
eat a lot.
We've done a lot more with chicken because of my wife's dietary requirements. We've done a lot more with chicken. And there's a lot you can do with chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the ground chicken. I like using that for
We've
Pretty
been
good.
using like with the pulled stuff. So like the grocery stores here, the leftover stuff they don't sell, they'll pull it and they'll put it in containers as just pulled and
Yeah.
sell it a day or so. So that
Yeah.
real easy in casseroles and a few other things.
like salads.
Yeah. Oh my God. Quesadillas, stuff like that. We'll take some of the
Quesadilla.
well, it's easy to make. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
You're
So if
allergic
you-
to the swine, huh? That sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
So, Clint, here's what I've done with quesadillas is, if you go in the store, you can buy the actual quesadilla shredded cheese. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
that? It's
Yeah.
a little more expensive, but it's good. So if you take the flour tortilla and put a little olive oil in the pan to kind of grill it that way with the chicken and the cheese. When you take it out, sprinkle Parmesan cheese on that quesadilla.
Yeah.
Try it that way.
Yeah.
It comes out good.
Italian thing.
No, it doesn't. There's no
It
Italian
just-
taste to it.
It
It's
adds a
just-
little more flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more flavorful.
I mean, I always put salsa and stuff on mine, so
Parmesan's pretty neutral cheese, though. It's not
It is.
super tasty. I mean, it's not a sharp taste. It's kind of a mild cheese.
generally we mix ours with Romano, and so that helps a little. Yeah, it is a very neutral cheese.
Like you get sharp cheddar, that shit can be real tasty.
I get picky with cheese, so I'll make Gouda quesadillas. So
There you go.
yeah, those are good.
All quesadillas are Gouda, man. They're good.
Yeah,
It's
No.
genetic. You got that shit genetically in you. I'm a dad too, dude. And I don't go that far.
Well, you better learn, damn it.
All right.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I got a good mini warm-up on that one.
Frito pie. That's what we call it, Frito pie, right, baby?
Yeah.
With Fritos and chili and shit. Yeah, that's what we call it, Frito pie.
See, you eat this to wash down the taste of Bush Light. So
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know how they drink it out here, man. I don't. When I first came out here, somebody got me a picture of that at our local place to eat, and I took a drink. I about spit it out. I go, what is this? What's Bush Light, man? I'm like, ugh.
See,
Why
it
would
used
you
to be
even buy
good.
that? Huh?
It used to be good back in the day.
Oh, not now. I don't know what happened back in the day, but
No,
somebody made a
it's
boo
nothing.
boo.
Dude, back in the day, I could get a large 3-topping pizza and a pitcher of Miller for like $20.
Dude, yeah.
Oh man, that was at the taco place.
You got a
It's
pizza.
always a taco place, man. That had, yeah.
So it was a taco place that when they expanded, they added their own little pizza line, and it was good pizzas, and it was but affordable. But yeah, you can get a pitcher of beer and a full large taco or large 3-topping pizza, and it was like $20. I mean, seriously,
Yeah, pizza's expensive now, dude.
I miss the days when that was, you know.
Everything's fucking expensive.
Well, Land says
Everything.
egg salad is another version of
sounds
chicken
good.
salad. Here we
It
are.
is. I like egg salad.
When people come by and they go, I thought you was talking about gaming. It's essential to eat. Us gamers need to eat to game, to have energy to game, right?
Yep.
It's
Hell
just
yeah.
the way it
It
is.
takes a lot of energy pushing little army men. And go,
We've had crab D&D nights where
Yeah,
we
it
just
does.
steam up a bunch of crab and have D&D.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's funny,
Yeah.
you know, we went over to the clubhouse and played that game today, and like, you know, we played it for how long? Like 5 hours or so.
Oh, damn.
And she's like, "My God, I'm tired." I'm like, "Thank you. Welcome to gaming." She's on your ass all day playing a game, and it's still tiring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mentally.
Oh yeah, you guys missed Mel's birthday was last week.
Well,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Mel.
I told her
21st.
happy deal.
But, but I got something for her
Everybody
anyways.
said happy birthday to
Oh,
me
did
on
they?
Facebook. Yes.
Oh, okay. God
Yep.
damn.
Golly.
Shit.
Yeah,
Don't
we
get
like
mad at
her.
me that
You
you
guys
didn't
pay attention.
Well, it's lucky because she thought she turned 48, but she turned 46. So she's like smiling. Oh, wait a minute. I'm only 46.
Minnie Warmut says happy 29th birthday. Mel.
Oh, happy 29th birthday, baby. She's in the
Thank
zone.
you.
She's in the Skyrim.
Now Minnie Warmut doesn't have to hide anymore.
Right.
He's safe now.
Yeah,
For
that's all
now.
it takes is a little brown nose, and you'd be like,
Wow, Land, it's looking good, man. You got
Yeah.
a lot accomplished, sir. Just watching you set one down after
Yeah,
another.
no kidding.
"You got a channel, Lan? You got a YouTube channel?"
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I could put it in the link here, huh? Hold on a second.
Yeah, you probably
give me a
could.
link. I'll check it out. Check out Weird World War II, man. We're there too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you and I, Brian, we need to chat with some weird stuff because I
We
got
do,
some.
man. Dude, fucking call me. I'll shoot you a
yeah.
message. I'll shoot you my phone number on your Facebook. 'Cause I want
Okay.
Brian to call
Yeah,
me at
shoot it over. That'd be cool.
Like,
I got some. I know at some point we're going to do another RPG that's based in World War II, but it is always a little odd. We did a Scion setting in World War II in Norway.
Oh, that's cool.
That was we never got to finish it, but it was kind of fun considering who were the Scions of.
It was like the telemark stuff where they go to the heavy water plants and shit up there. Commandos in Norway. You said Norway, right?
They were the character were in Norway
That's cool.
because that's where they were captured.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So they were being. It was just shortly after Germany had actually taken
They're
Norway,
taking it over. Okay.
but
couple
because
months
everyone
ago,
was a different Scion, they had no problem escaping. For one thing,
Yeah, I shouldn't.
I mean, when you're prodigy of a god, sure, not a problem.
A couple months ago, Firelock Games was doing a Kickstarter for World War II.
Yeah,
weapons.
I saw that.
What was it? What company?
Firelock.
Firelock? Is
Yeah,
that
so
that
they
fantasy
do-
one? Like
They do
the
Blood and Plunder. They do Oak and Iron. They do a lot of
okay, naval.
naval and historical. Blood and Plunder is actually pirates.
Yeah.
But it's still a naval game.
Is it like
really.
1600 pirates, or is it like
Yeah, I think it was
1400s?
that one.
Caribbean
It looked like a
pirates?
fun game.
Yeah, it's like 1700s there.
Yeah, it looked like a fun game. We have so much going. I didn't want to invest in it, but it did look like a lot of fun.
Well, you got that, didn't you, Greg? The blood
I got-
and Oak or
I
whatever.
bought Oak and Iron, and it's
Yeah,
a
we
really
both
good
have
game.
Oak and Iron.
And in Oak and Iron has the Pirates, Blackbeard ship, and,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and his. Oh my God!
What is Blackbeard's ship considered? Is that a man of war, or is it a
No. I
ship
was
of the
thinking-
line, or
I think
frigate?
it
or
was
whatever?
just the ship of the line at one
Was
point.
Yeah, the Queen Anne's Revenge or whatever.
Yeah, it was. I think it was just a ship of the line. I mean, it's none of those ships were anything super fancy. They were just stolen and renamed and
Yeah.
repurposed.
They did, yeah.
Because they had I think he had a sloop too, and a little fast sailing ship.
There you go, Brian. I just put the link
Oh, okay.
for you, Land.
Let's see it.
Okay. So, Land, see, just by showing
Thanks
up
a lot.
listening to our insanity, you're going to get some subscribers. Not much, but a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. See what you look like, man.
Yeah, I'll have to
There
go.
you go.
Ugh.
Mini Warmut's on top of it. He says he has fudge. He's good.
Oh shit, man. There's always room for fudge.
Nice
Very
to meet
good.
you, Land.
You look like my
So
friend.
now we know
Our
what
friend
you look
Dave.
like, man. Now everybody knows. So now we won't stick you in an alley. It was oh shit, wait, that's Land, dude. Let him go. He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones. Wait, Clint, don't snap your
He's one of the
fingers,
good
Clint.
ones.
Yeah. It's Land. It's Land.
You got to be able to identify each other.
You have
Yeah.
to.
It's true. It's
All right, I'm gonna have to go make dinner, so I got to bop out. So
Yeah, I should.
Okay.
It's been about 3 hours almost.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get Mel to make me some dinner.
3 hours. Yeah. So
Hey, Land, thank you for showing up.
Nice.
Yeah.
that's funny. That just
What
looks
is
so
that?
wrong.
What was
That's
that?
funny.
That's
Is that
just a
wiggle?
nail polish shaker, and you use it to shake your
That's
paints.
awesome.
I got one
That's
of those.
funny.
It worked pretty good.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
It
great.
worked very well.
I muted so I wouldn't make that noise, but
I like it. Yeah.
Oh,
Mixes
many
my
more-
game.
he giving you kisses. Don't hurt him.
Aw.
All right. I will chat with you guys later.
All right, guys.
All right.
Meet you, Land. We'll catch you guys later.
Hey,
Bye.
Land, thank you for showing up, man. Brian, have a good night. We'll see you
You too,
soon,
guys.
Brian and Mel. All right.
See you later.
Easy.